today?
What to say?
Light flash there. It's me. I've seen it flash then. Oof. The light code's gone off. I think this has been made. Yours is still. Oh, tell you what, you've got me ordered for today. Tell them.
Oh, they're coming today. You've got your blankets and sheet.
Anti mate, just mate.
Your mattress cover comes in about 11 days.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the pillows are the main one. So that's why the just might stay in. So after today, I hope the gods come back. This thing, I'll stop this fucking stupid nights. Right, well, we'll just steam them and come back every four weeks or something, 3 weeks. Welcome everyone. Not many on. Only one with a thumbs up and 4 people on. Fucking hell, I feel like Billy No Bits. I feel like fucking the fake author. I feel like fucking Billy No Better start dancing like a fucking idiot. I wonder why he keeps wearing the green parka when it's red hot. Is that because of the tracks or something? Or is it because of the... Is it because of that? Can't show it. I thought I had no clothes. I thought you said I had no clothes for everyone. You look stupid with them American tops on. All right, I've got £400 and £500, £600 tracksuits on, isn't it? I must have come out with about 40 different tracksuits since I've been on. Since out of them again, made them look a fool. There's still about another 40 up there, tops. Right, I've been wore. Some of them have been in plastic for fucking 15 years. You know, that you keep them, they get obviously the more cleaner they are. Some of them are absolutely immaculate, like the Harley Hanson ones and the Adidas ones, and some of the pen ones I got, the American ones. They're really good. You got like a turquoise colour and a red colour and a green one. I like jumpsuits that were out from the old days and true trainees, but I haven't got them now. They were brilliant. They were the best trainees to fight in. They had rubber soles. When you were fighting, you couldn't slip in the nightclubs. They were black and purple. So you had your black trousers over the top of them. You couldn't see. You couldn't see they were trainees because they looked like shoes. But they were great for jumping at the house. You know, stop when you stop there like that, bang, you throw a jab. And if you got shoes, you slip on them fucking cobble paths and stuff. So I used to hate fighting when I was at Darlington. I was in Darlington. There was a place called Harvey's Wine Bar, and we used to go up down it, big cobble paths like that. So when it was raining, if you had like leather soles, you'd slide all over the place.
He's going to take Wolf out with that. He's been
crazy. So I went on the door there with Flatty, 20-year-old, 20 and a half, coming up to 21, 23 course and that. So I worked on the door with Mark Epstein on the door there for, and George Forster worked there at the door as well, but I wasn't with him then. Harvey's Wine Bar was a little bar in Darlington. It was well known. It was like a lot of posh, it was like posh people, a lot of coppers and that used to drink there. It was really, really like the laddie Darling, that wine bar, really expensive. Bottles of wine and that where you see them on the television, when you go to a posh restaurant type of thing. But it was a pub. It didn't hold a lot of people. It held about 200 people, I think. But it was all women with like £200 dresses and £300 bags and stuff. Really, really posh people were drank in there, sorry. And the owner, Dave Noble, he owned the bar, so we used to go in and look after him. It's a massive fight. I think it's the biggest gypsy site of travellers is Darlington than the whole of the northeast of England. That's the biggest site. There's more travellers on that than any other site. And Doncaster's a big site. I've been down there as well. The lads down there, I know them a lot as well. I went down there for £120,000 debt to fight. I got there, all the travellers, 30, 40 travellers stood. I said, fuck off, put your fist up now. I said, I'm going to have a fight with you. I'm having the fight, the fucking lad for you can't fight. Anyway, I went and the lad ended up coming to the door. I knocked on his door and he heard, I said, need a word, mate. He went, you Brian Cockerill? I went, oh yeah. I said, do you owe this 120 grand debt? He went, do you owe it? I know they're just trying to tax you. He went, no, I do owe it. He said, but I haven't had time to pay it. I said, well, can you come down and talk? And he said, stand to the top of the window and shout down. He said, no. He said, well, I can't beat you in a fight. I said, well, I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to collect the debt. I said, so we can do what I can believe. I'm a dick. I can't get the way up. I'm a complete between us. So he said, are you sure? I said, of course I am. So anyway, he didn't shake hands. He still stayed at the top of the window. was like an arch window. He lived in his house, big arch window in it. And the travellers sneaked off around the corner in the vans in the car. So I thought, oh, it's fucking itching again. I said, tram was all that, don't think she fucking knows it. So I was talking to him, and he was about 5'8", but he was fucking huge, bald head, big lad. And he ended up saying, look, can I pay so much anyway? Come away, and then shook his hand when they had to say cheers. And I said to them, usually my alone, give him like a month or so to get the money. And he went phone back about 4 days later, he paid it off, he borrowed it off someone, paid it, so I got his number and phoned him. I said, thank you very much for that, mate. If I ever see you out, if you ever say we come home, we'll have a drink together. I said, if you've got any debts or anything on your family, I don't like that. I said, I'll help you get the debts in it. Oh, cheers, bye, thanks very much. He said, I'm glad I paid it now, because looking out windows and fucking, obviously waiting for people putting windows through, so that's not good, mate. If you didn't owe it, it'd be different. But I haven't taxed you. I'm just getting a debt with your body. You already had the goods. You haven't paid the money, so he was sounds a pound the end. He was okay with us. Hip hip hooray! Freedom, hello, freedom, son. Rich tea biscuit. What it is, I've got the video download. What we've come with as a snitch. We know about the snitch. I've got a bit of a catch, because the things I've said on it at the beginning, I'm going to leave on, but I'm going to leave there's some more bits I put on where you could get me fucking channel took down or something, because then you could say what you wanted about it. So what happened is, we were going to do a book. I did a book with him called The Resurrection of Brian Cockerill, which I never wanted to put that name in the first place, because my friend, who was Tristan, and a few others said, there's only one person, and Bram said, don't do that name and hide. He said, don't, Kev kill you. I said, oh, he wants to do it, because when you do out with him, it has to be his fucking way, the fake author. So he seemed a nice bloke, he seemed nice, his wife seemed nice, but that's what they like. I'm a predators, that's how good they are, draw you in, like vampires, especially druggies. So we did the first book. So he said to me, I said, well, I haven't got proof of the book yet. He said, oh, what it is, he said, Rob Brenton, Warcry Pubs and Warcry Pubs, fake companies, by the way, has gone away for about 3 months. So he's done you a favour, and he made me feel awful, because he said he's done you a favour, and he's put you, instead of you being, say, 10th, he's put you to the top. So your book's going to be done now. It was all lies. I didn't, obviously, I know he's fucking compulsive lying now, but he's so convincing when you meet someone. So he said, he put you to the top, and your book's going to be printed and done. Trust me. And Shirley said, has he done it right? She went, oh, yeah, trust me, it's all done. I promise everything's right. Never got to read it. And then I said, look. So he said, just see you've read it. So I came on, I went, I've read this because I trusted her, and I trusted when Rob Brenton said it's all done perfect and everything. So I went on, I said, oh yeah, I've read the book, it's all there, the story's all right, blah, blah, blah. But I said that just to get the book out for him, to help them too. So when help Rob, I thought I owe him a bit of a gratitude for doing my book. So I did that, like a little white lie, because I thought it was, everything they told me, I thought was true in the book. So I was getting phone calls off Teddy Dicko and this one and that one. Did you say this, Brian? Did you say that? I went, no. I said, when I got the book, I started reading. I went, what the fuck's this? And what's this? And what's this? He went, oh, don't worry about it, and don't do this, and don't do that. And so it wasn't, some of the things in it wasn't untrue, but some of the things in it were twisted, like just shite, just proper shite, you know. So anyway, what happened is I went on the Jimmy O show, and that's the time when he was laughing about the kids and that. So when I got back after that, I went, don't you fucking bother me again. But before that, I went to Jimmy's. It was about 2-3 months, about a month, 2 months before it. He was, the book had gone off and it was getting printed. So the other book was going to get done with us. I said, do you fancy doing another book? Because I hadn't got the print back off that other one yet, and it was getting done and everything still. I said, I can do another book with you. So he said, well, you can't. He said, I've rinsed Lee Duffy out. There's nothing left. I said, I've got loads of stories about what he told me when I was with him. I said, he told me loads of stuff that I've never told anyone else. So he said, well, go on then. So I told him about 40 stories, and he went, wow, fucking hell, wow. And it's on his own page, you'll hear him saying, if you can walk right pubs, he's still got it on there now. He says, oh, Brian Cockerill's just phoned me and give me about 30, 40 stories on Lee Duffy, and I've never heard them before. He said, why didn't you give me the stories first? So I said, well, I had to try and trust you first. Obviously, I was fucking right. So the book we were doing, was called, he called it Once Upon a Time in Teesside, and I didn't like that because I thought, you always have to copy other people, like Once Upon a Time in the Midlands, Once Upon a Time in Glasgow, Once Upon a Time in Mexico and all that stuff. It sounds fucking corny, pinching people's stuff. So anyway, so I started giving the stories, and it was a weekend. It was like, ever got to see your sister? She was staying there for a week, and I was giving him the story. Bought it, and I also said, "This is another story." So he said, "I'm in the shower. I'll come down." So he got up, so I'll come down. He started dictaphoning me. I was telling this one and that. I went, "Oh, these are fucking marvelous things." He said. So then after it was all done, well, I don't know, 3-4 days later, he said, "Come up." So I stood with him and we started talking about the book. And it's going to be called Once Upon a Teesside, he said. So he said, "I'm telling you guys, this book is going to be the biggest book ever in Teesside. It's been written. There's stuff in here about Lee Duffy and Brian Cockerill, what they've done and stuff. It's going to be the biggest book ever in Teesside. Trust me," he was saying. And all that bullshit is coming out of it. So I was on with the book and everything. So next minute, when I went on the Jimmy O show, when he was laughing at the kids, he knew my brother had been raped and hanged himself later on in life through a paedophile raping him when he was like a kid. So he's laughing on there and I was fucking raging. So come away from me, man, you're not come away. You can see it if you watch it on the Jimmy O show. So when he was laughing at cats being killed and all, I thought, "You're not right in the edge, you're fucking." And he was off his head, all the powder on his nose and the sweat was pouring out. I thought, "I can't work with you, you're on the fucking bend, you're mental." So I phoned him and I said, "I'm going to fuck him off." I told him what he said. Should I fuck him off then? But he said that. He never swore, he never swears. So next minute, I went, "Don't ever fucking bother me again, you fuck off." And he texted me, W-O-W, wow. So anyway, the book, they were still doing the book. So I had Kevin Brown, who knew Lee Duffy really well. He knew him while he was in jail with him. And he knew him from like the Winniebanks area and McPartland. He was best friend with McPartland. And stories, I'm not going to tell you about the story of Lee, but I'll keep it for another time. But what happened is Lee was a good friend with him anyway. So he told me a few stories about Lee that only him knew. Then I got other stories off Terry, only him knew, and somebody else only him knew. So they contacted me and said, "Listen, whatever you say, that what I've done is I've already been down to Liverpool with him and went to see Sean Atwood." That was when the first book was going out. There's a Resurrection book going out. So I'd already been down there with them and did a podcast with them. And while we were going down there, Emma come with us, little Chrissy Ebbo from South Bank, and Marty Joseph Turner, he drove us down. So as we're going down there, he says to Emma, "Could you lend me your phone?" He said, "So I can download some stuff with batteries going on the phone and I'm going to just share some stuff to the pages on the books and that." I said, "Yeah, no problem." So she gave him the phone and he had it about 30-40 minutes, maybe long. I think he still had it when I went upstairs to the truth. So he had their phone. So he gives the phone back, I think, upstairs. I think everything had to be turned off and we were filming me talking about the documentary and stuff I'm doing with him and stuff. So all that was done. And then later on, like I said to you, we went to Jimmy O, and when I heard him saying that about Jimmy O, I finished him. So what happened is she phoned up, she went, "We are going ahead with this book, you can't stop us." She said, "This we've done 4 months work." "My fucking stories," I said, "you cheeky cunt." I said, "It's my fucking book, it's my words." So Kevin come and asked, "Kevin, can you know the legalities about plagiarism and all that?" Plagiarism means if you steal somebody's content out of the book, it's plagiarism. It means just copyright theft. So Kevin, when he was in jail, he was in for fraud or something it was, and he got about 3 or 4 years for fraud. He was in jail, and he met this bloke who worked for the House of Commons. He was an MP. I can't remember where from, but Kevin was a painter decorator, sort of skilled one. So he did this old massive Victorian house and did it all up. So that when he was in jail, they were letting him go out to go to work. And then he was the MP, went around with other people, like fucking to see what the prisoners get up to and that. Anyway, so this is nice. This is pretty good. He said, "How long are you doing left?" He said, "I've got 4 weeks." He said, "Well, I've got a house. I want you to do my house." So this is how Kevin got to meet this MP. So anyway, the MP realised Kevin was very articulate and very clever with paperwork. So he ended up doing the paperwork and painting the house. So he said he got on with them really well. Kevin was like in his 60s at the time. So he said, "Do you want a job?" He said, "I work in the house." He said, "I'm going to the House of Commons carrying my paperwork," just like a secretary was like for this bloke. I can't remember his name. So anyway, he was telling the story. So he came and he said, I've done 17 cases, Brian, for fraud and 17 cases for people when they've had the money ripped off them. So he was helping us with the case, you see, Kevin. He was helping Matty Turner and me and Terry Dicko. So they phoned up. So she said, put her on to me. She said, because I know I'm talking about. So I said, yeah, here's my friend here, Charlie. You speak to him. She said, listen, if you go ahead with this book, I'm the only person who knows these stories, what I told Brian, and I will go to court and I will sue you for plagiarism, and Brian will sue you as well. She went, well, you can do what you want. She said, no, I'm being a clever cunt. She went, well, you go ahead, go and do it. So then they shit themselves. So we got another solicitor to write a letter to them and say, if this goes to court, if this book's been printed or written in any shape, way, shape or form, we're going to do it for copyright theft. So they shit themselves. So what happened is, being clever and mouthing off and shouting his mouth off like he was. So what happened is, on the night, we got a phone call Alfred, about 2 months later. She went, we were all grown-ups now, it's stupid to do this. She said, all that work we've done, 4, 5, by the time it goes out, it's going to be like 6 months work between us all. And it's a bit stupid, Emma, for Brian to lose out on the money. I went, so I'd give him 50,000 words. So I said, well, I want this time to proofread. He went, oh no, trust me. I said, no, not again. I said, I want the 50,000 words. Yeah, I want the 50,000 words. So I can look at them to see if you've done it word for word, because I want it done properly. Because the other book, I can't hear. The other book I did, he never gave me the book to read it, proofread it. So she went, oh no, it's all perfect. No, you said that last time. So anyway, there was 50,000 words. She went, oh, well, he's done 70,000 words. I thought, wait a minute. For me, I thought, well, I've only given 50,000. I give him over a weekend. She went, oh, he's done 70,000 words now. So I said, well, where's he got the other 20,000 from? He went, I'll just put my own spin on it, she said. He's just put his own spin on it. In other words, he was fucking lying in the book. So I said, I definitely need to see it now. I want the book and I'm just going to cancel it now. I wasn't going to do it anyway. I just wanted the words off the book. Because they had all the tape recordings of me, horrible cunts, in the book, what I was telling them about the book. So I phoned Rob Brenton, War Cry Publishing, War Cry Press. I said, Rob, the last time you told me the book was this, that, and the other, and it wasn't. I said, all I want is the proofreading of the 50,000 words I'd give him. He went, well, I can give you that. He said, I can give you that. Give me 10, 20 minutes. So they'd got on the phone then. Emma was talking to Shirley, and it had gone. So anyway, she phoned back up and said, it's silly, like I said. She said, what's he doing? I was going 10, 9, 8. What's he doing? She said, he's giving the book away. What do you mean he's giving the book away? Well, he's got the 50,000 words, what he gave to Jamie over the weekend, or over a week, or something. Over the weekend, so yeah, with the bank on the weekend, 2 or 3 months ago. He said you can't have them because we've got the tape recordings. Well, ask Rob Brendan, War Cry Pubs, War Cry Press, your boss. So now you're lying. I said, I'm not lying. I'm not a fucking liar, Sherry. Don't call me a fucking liar. He said, no, you're lying. I know you're lying. You don't blag me. I'm too clever to be blagged and all that shit. And I'm not blagging you. So go ahead then. Fucking do what you want. 5 minutes later, she went, oh no, what it is, he said, Rob shouldn't have give you that and all that. I said, yeah, because you didn't want it. So anyway, I says, so Emma got it. So we left it for a few hours. And we went looked at the book. So Emma got it, blew up. So we left it. I think it was an extra. It might be a couple of days, sorry, I think. Anyway, the next minute, we got the thing he sent to a computer, and it was tiny little bit words. Couldn't read the words. So Emma got someone she knew, and the lad was a computer expert, and he blew it up for us so I could read it. And it went, oh, me and Lee Duffy used to pinch out the pound shops in 1990. No, Lee Duffy used to pinch out the pound shops in 1991. There was no pound shops in 1991, Jamie and Shirley. I said, what are you talking about? You're talking fucking shit. I never mentioned the pound shops, because how could I mention pound shops? But the first pound shops I checked up were in Western Supermare, and it was 1991. They were the very first two, and it was a young lad. And he put 30 grand into the shop, and he made 30 grand profit, so he bought another one, and he bought them in Western Supermare. There was no pound shops in Teesside until about 2000. So just pure fucking lies. How could Lee Duffy be buying stuff out of pound shops and there was none? Or steal out of pound shops? Why would anyone want to steal out of a pound shop when it's only a pound? So just trying to put him down. Then he was putting things in about Lee Duffy that were true and true. So I read about 5 or 6 pages of it. I've had enough. That's it. I've had enough. It was just all shite and lies and leads. If you've knocked 5 people right one night, and Brian just wanted the money, and Lee wanted to beat them up with statistic and all this fucking lies he was putting out. I went, no, I'm not fucking putting out about Lee. So she went, oh, but look at the money you'll make off it. I went, see, it's always the money with you, Shirley. It's always the money with you for your pies and it. I said, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I said, I've got loyalties to Lee Duffy, and I've got my loyalties to myself and my own decorum and my own pride I've got. I said, doing this to Lee's family and Lee Duffy would be disgusting. They're not bothered, all they're after this fucking money. So I said, I'm not having it. So I went 5, 4, 3. What I've done is I set this thing up on the computer with Emma, and somebody else come and helped us. And what you could do is you can send it out to everyone. So send it out to about 40, 50,000 people around the world, where you push the button and it was sent out all over the internet. So they couldn't fucking write the book. And that's why he fell out with me. That was the main story. So I've got the first bit where I say the book now is not getting done no more, but this goes back 3, 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I think it was. And I wouldn't do the book. Maybe 3 years. So they were fucking you raging. So next minute, you remember the bit where I've just told you when we went to Sean Atwood's and Jamie said, can I borrow the book? Can I borrow your phone to download some stuff off the books and the pages so I can send it, because my talk time's running out. My battery's running out. Stop it! The battery's running out. The fucking house is made in. Fucking banging every 2 minutes. So the battery's going to run out. So it wasn't nothing to do with that. So Shelley contacted him and said, if you don't do this book, do you remember 3-4 months ago, maybe a bit more, when you, Matty Turner and Brian and Neville went to Liverpool to Sean Atwood's and Jamie asked you to lend the phone? She said, yes. She said, well, we downloaded that. I've cloned your phone. I've got all your arguments where you've been arguing with Brian on the phone. If you don't go ahead and do this book, we've got to put it on the internet all over and show the arguments what you've been having. And then we went to, you fucking horrible, horrible woman you are. You are one evil cunt, you. I was thinking in my head, and I thought, you fucking horrid, trying to blackmail us to do the book. If we didn't do the books. So I remember Paddy Conroy come on, he went, well, every fucking couple has of arguments. What the fuck's their argument? So that's what they did. He did the same to Martin Joseph Turner. He borrowed his phone, he cloned his phone. He did the same thing for fucking the other one, what do you call him? The boxing promoter. Not Marty Turner, the other one. From South Bank, fucking hell, I can't remember his name now. And he cloned his phone, and because he threw him out his gym because he couldn't fight, he had that thing in his head to get him back. No jealousy for years and years and years it was. So he said, you can't come to my gym, get out. So what he done is he said, can I borrow your phone? So he borrowed the phone off him while he was friends with him, and he downloaded all these numbers and phones, cloned the phones. So Shelley got the phones, and Jamie got the phone, and then give it to her. She downloaded. And then Jamie was going, it's me. Fuck did they call him? From South Bank. God, took me fucking head now. He said, I can see another move going on, because everywhere he goes, he starts causing trouble in neighbourhoods, causes trouble with the neighbours, and then he falls out of them. His windows seem to go through miraculously all the time, and he gets moved by the police. Emma! I can't remember his fucking name, still in my head now. From South Bank, he's got top fighters and that. So anyway, Jamie was pretending to be the bloke, say Tommy Smith, whatever, and saying, it's me, Tommy. Don't tell. What's that man's name? Who's the boxing promoter? Who's the boxing man from South Bank? Who he cloned the phone?
Dennis Power.
What did he do to Dennis's phone?
He started going in the gym, and then all of a sudden he said to Dennis, "Can I borrow your phone to, as his usual tricks, to share some pages?" And then he started messaging all Dennis's friends from the army, paratroopers, and boxing and stuff, and started messaging the wives and asking them for dates and stuff. What an absolute cretin.
What did Shelley, when you were in here, we were talking, she was trying to get to know the book. What did she say?
They had the argument that me and Brian had. Every couple has arguments and stuff, and they said, if you don't go through with this book, we're going to put your argument all over Facebook.
So pure blackmail, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pure blackmail. Somebody said, she went, oh, you horrible. See, I know you were horrible, You're vile. You're a vile woman, you. You are vile, you. It's the woman who went to the City Advice Bureau. How the fuck would she be working there? And you using people like that. So blackmailing people to do books because they had a bit of an argument. But the arguments, he's fucking everybody's wife, and I've been there screaming, shouting like a lunatic off his head on fucking shit every time you see him. Yeah, they're perfect then. They're the perfect couple, you see. They're just perfect. Fucking joke. So that's what he done. So he bought a Dennis Powers, that was him. He's got all top people from South Bank, lovely man. I've never met him, but people say he's a lovely man and knows his stuff. And because he had a fallout with him, he got his phone and downloaded it all and fucking started to say, for instance, Doris, it's me, Dennis, do you fancy you there? I fancy you for years. And it was Dennis would be like, say, Tommy's wife. And Tommy was coming on, what the fuck are you? Don't text him back, you're my wife, you. And Dennis was going, what the fuck? I'm getting all these texts here. Next minute, his son said to him, Dennis Powers' son went, Dad, have you given your phone to anyone? He went, yeah, Jamie Boyle this morning. He went, that's who's done it. He's fucking cloned your phone. He stole all the content out of your phone, all your numbers. It's him who's doing it. And he couldn't prove it. But he's the only man in the whole world who would fucking do it because he had his phone. Sending messages, asking for dates and asking for this. I fancied you for years. And there could have been serious complications there. Some of them were ex-paratroopers or really dangerous people. The man's fucking not, he's twisted in the head, totally mentally twisted. But he got Emma's phone and she went, yeah, you go, you can have it. And nice as pie with him. And then he started cloning all the stuff and wanting to see what we were saying about them and stuff. And, like, no, because we were texting saying, oh, we need to get some shopping and things like that. Just reading like your fucking normal everyday stuff. I mean, there was a bit of an argument over fuck all, just daft things. But nothing that bad. How it's going to look great, your argument all over the internet, she said to us. And if you know what, the police are watching, how fucking embarrassing are you? Still letting them do it, blackmailing us to do a fucking book. And Kevin Brown was here when she did it as well. Kevin Brown's a witness as well to it. She said to him, I'm going ahead with the book. I'm going ahead with the book. And Kevin said, well, you go ahead with it. I'll get you, I'll help Brian. I'll charge you with plagiarism where it's copyright theft of the books. So this is the reasons why we fucked him off. We didn't need him. He didn't dig me up. He tells people the story that he found me at Redcar begging on the streets for crap. I had no clothes on. I had any clothes on. I had no shoes on my feet. And Shelley, you imagine her taking me in the house. Do you think I'd let her put me in the fucking bath? I'd both me fucking ring up. I wouldn't let her touch me. The man put me in the fucking bath. She's supposed to put me in the bath and wash me down and clean me and cut my hair. What a load of fucking shite. Because he's lost his house at Ingleby Barwick and he's lived on the streets in Redcar. Emma's let him sleep on the settee. He was saying all that shite. This was all the lies he was telling. I've been in this house 30 fucking years, over 30 years, 31 years coming up. Saying I was living on the streets. I've never been on the fucking streets in my life in Redcar, fucking idiot. But that was him trying to get me back. All that evil, this twisted mental patient. That's why I call him the mental patient, because he is a mental patient. So that's what he done. So we've got the proof. Emma's got the stuff, but there's more stuff on it where Terry's talking what he done, and there's other things about it. If I put it on, it would fucking destroy him. But I wouldn't want to do that because the whole world would know exactly what he is, because Terry's gone there about really in-depth stuff where it would wipe him out completely. And I mean wipe him out. But I'm not that evil like them cunts to do it. He told Terry certain things, right? And Terry comes on and he says, remember you said you were addicted to these people? Yeah, you know what people are about. You were addicted to them. Exactly what you're on about. You know exactly what Terry's on about. He told Terry, I'm addicted to the I can't say the word because I'll get myself in trouble. But disgusting, absolutely vile what he told Terry. Peanut butter milkshake. Have you seen them marathons where you get them like peanut butter? Fucking out this world. They're not proper marathons. They're a special marathon, but you bite into them out this world. You have a bit like a cup of coffee with this melts in your mouth. The taste out this world. They're better than actual marathons. I don't know the name of them. Emma gets me them. Smash burgers. I've never heard of smash burgers. So smash, get burgers. Smash burgers, like, oh, what the fuck are them now? Hangman orders. You making these up as you go along, you hangman. You're laughing. You know what he was doing? He asked to borrow the phone. So what he done, he borrowed Emma's phone. And while he got the phone, he was in the back of the car and Emma was talking. And and would get up far, we'd go for a fag or something. So he was on his own. So what he was doing, he'd get the phone, whatever he did, and he downloads all the, he sent all the messages, whatever it was on, I don't know, I've got fucking clue to it. But what he done, he'd send it to her, so she'd get all the messages and all the conversations, all people's phone numbers, and then he'd take whatever out and do whatever the fuck he'd done and put it back home. So she said to Emma, you wouldn't believe what I can do with 2 phones. I can send a message to you and send it back to me and send it to Brian. It looks like you've been calling him. And you fucking evil cunt. She said, I can clone any phone. She said, I work for this at the bank. I know where everyone lives. I've got all the address off the computers. I can find anyone off the door. I can grass anyone who's doing this and grass anyone who's doing that. I can make statements. I can put people in the shit with claiming Dole now, which she's done about 20 odd times to Emma. But I don't claim Dole. So she's done it to me loads of times. The rest in peace. Yeah. So what happened? I thought I'd tell you this. So she went, did you know it's Lee's anniversary today? How ironic that was. I looked up at the skies at that Lee. It was the 28th of August, and it was I think it was 30 or 32 years or something. He'd been passed away. I went, thanks Lee. Thank you. Just give me the message from God. And I said, thank you, God. I went 5, 4, 3. She said, what's he doing? He said he's giving it away on the internet. She went, you're joking. Please, 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 please. She said, put him on the phone. So he put me on the phone. What do you want? I said, listen, I don't want to talk to you, Charlie. You're just a liar. You just make shit up all the time. He's a crank. He's talk laughing at kids and everything. I said, fucking disgusting. I said, I'm not into things like that. I said, it makes me sick. It makes me bad. For my brother fucking hanged himself for a paedophile. He always laughing at him and think it's funny. I said, I don't know how to do with him. She went, well, just sleep on it tonight. Just sleep on it. Think about the money. I said, there you go again about the money. It's always fucking money with you. Always money. Always money and fucking disgusting things you're laughing about. I said, I can't handle you. So she went, you're mental, you all the money you're going to lose. I said, that's all she thinks about. Pie shop. So we never give you it, did we? On my brother's grave, I would never do it to anyone. Make lies up in books about people, make stories that didn't happen. I don't have to do that because I'm the real fucking deal. I've got the real stories to put in. So he said to everyone, this is going to be the biggest book ever. So what I did, I pulled out that biggest book ever. It would have been the biggest book in Teesside. He said, but he says that about every fucking book. You could write a book with 2 pages and still say it's going to be number 1. Fucking divvy. I didn't realise how mental he was until his fucking family started telling me his sister and his fucking his sister's husband, Paul, and his nephew and his fucking people who lived with him where he's from. So I went down that area and checked them all out there. And he's fucking called someone would say the Joneses and the Smiths for years, and all the time it was him saying to that one, and him to that one. Then they worked it out. It was fucking him doing all the grassing, and it was him. It was fucking doing all the fucking shit down between everyone. Said he said this and he said that and she said this, and they're all fist fighting everything on the front. She said this woman, about 50 odd years old. She told me about it. She said he got chased out of where he was born from. Berry Kills it was. They chased him off the estate. So it's never estate since then. He's been chased. Hemlington, Colby Newham, Darlington. Oh no, it was Darlington. Yeah, Darlington, Northallerton, Stokesley. What was the other one he was at? Skelton, South Skelton and North Skelton got chased out of both of them areas. They got chased out of Lingdale. Not Broughton, I don't think he was at Broughton, it was the other one where I used to box Lingdale. He got chased out of Lingdale. All the little villages on the outskirts of Teesside. He's been in all them houses. Safe houses off the place. And my barrister friends putting a thing in now to go to Parliament for us. Where Susan and Bradley, we were going to contact her, but she's still, you can still get hold of her because she hates corrupt police. She really hates corrupt police. She was a Home Secretary there, so we're going to write to her secretary and give her the paperwork, because we don't want committing the police and dealing with this case now. We want an independent police, that's what Barrister's written, an independent police force to deal with the case. We want all the powers of whatever the fucking, Emma's got the full letter there, it's all written out, it's fucking marvellous. He said, the police, you can see the corruption in them. He says, to see them walking past Brian's house smouldering, smoking, my bombs, homemade bombs going off, and fireworks exploding in his house, and petrol bombs going off, and the police are coming to Brian's house while he's in invalid, we're medicated up to the hilt. Everyone knows he's had he's poorly, and the police walked past him because he says, you come to my house for violence, I'll fight fucking violence with violence. He said, but the firebombed his house, that would take top precedence, he said, because a firebomb attack could kill anyone. Somebody saying, if you come to my house. So if I said to you tomorrow, like Tommy Smith, if you come to my fucking house tomorrow, I'll smash your fucking face in you. Look, I'm not going there. Or if you did come, it'd be your own fault because I've already told you not to come. So how's that a threat? How's that if that's like saying, if I'd have got the number 9 bus, I'd have been, fucking hell, I would have missed the start of the movie at the pictures. If I'd have got that taxi, I could have got a kebab. It's shoot now. So if it's not like a threat where I'm saying I'll be coming to your house 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming through your fucking front door, I'm going to stab you to fucking death with a samurai sword. If I said something like that, that'd be totally different. I haven't said anything like that. So I said, if you come to my house with violence, I'll meet violence with violence. I've already admitted this. And I said, even if I have to fucking kill you on the doorstep. He was threatening to rape my fucking wife. What any man would do for the kids, the family, rape my brother, kill my dogs and bum my dogs and cut Eli's paws off with a pair of garden shears, he was saying. Called himself Gary Smasher on the fucking page. And Gary Smasher was actually texting the house while the cops came when I was in fucking jail. When I got locked up, they put me in the cells. The Gary Smasher was still texting and they still did fuck all about it. They weren't doing out. They're sitting on the fucking asses doing out 14, 15 months. I've been on this fucking investigation. American people are saying, barristers over there, my mate David, his missus, I love you both all the well, thanks for all the help. My friend who was a top solicitor and another friend who was a top barrister, who was John Wedge's friend from down in London. He's in his 70s. He's like Crumple of the Bailiwick. It's absolutely disgusting. You can smell it reeks, he said his way. It reeks of police corruption. It absolutely reeks of police corruption. So we're going to go now higher up now. We're going further up now. They've had the fucking chance to go and fuck themselves now. What are you saying there, Hangman? Thank you, Hangman. I was watching the boxing last night. He was... I can't understand that. Last night he was £3 over, so even though he won the championship, he retained. I don't understand that. If there's a limit you've got to be on and you're over it, surely you're breaking the rules. Say you're supposed to be 14.10 and you're 14.11, you're too big. Unless you have to look, heavyweights is different. But if you're in a certain weight class, you have to be spot on, like straw weight, you have to be, say, 7 stone or something. And you're 7 stone 2 or 3 or 4, you've got a massive advantage with that extra 3 or 4. But you know, extra 3, 4, 5 pounds is fucking massive advantage in boxing, especially in the lightweights. False author, yeah, pure false. Because you know what I call the false author? What happened? I went to his house and said, my brother needed, my brother was, his electric got cut off because he wasn't letting him in the house. You have to do 2 years, they have to come in the house. To check your electric and to check your gas and check your fire. So they knew he got his electric cut off. So she works for the gas board and the electric board. His wife, she answers the phone. She pretends she's a fucking secretary for a law firm to people. She's not. She works for the Civil Rights Bureau. So she'll go, how can I help you anyway? So he said, oh, Shirley will help you with that. So I said, can't you type us a little letter out, Jim? Because you work 7 days a week and you type every day. So I'm going, you have to do all this noise and all that. And then I looked over and I looked at the side and I looked like that. I thought, he's not even typing. He's doing this noise and stuff coming on his screen. Because I had my phone at an angle where I could see through my phone that there was nothing on the fucking screen. And I realised, I thought, he can't fucking type in. So I said, can you do me a favour? Can you do us a letter for old Bobby for the electric board? The electric board. He said, yeah, of course I'll do it. So I put my hands are killing me. We're typing all day. But 2 days later, I asked him again. And 3 days later, I asked him again. Anyway, she says, you know why you keep, what happened Christmas Day? He was in the house, up his fucking head on shit as usual. She phoned me, his wife, and you can do what you want, please, because it's fucking true. I've got all the screenshots of her. He's taken all that stuff on the table in front of my son. My 2 daughters have walked out the door and he's shouting to them, I own this fucking house. I own this fucking house. I work 7 days a week. Get out of my fucking house now. Because I said, why are you sniffing that in front of James? Said, you've already overdosed once in front of him. He said, you need to fucking stop taking that. You're out. And they were about 14 year old. So the dad said, can you wait there? Anyway, I don't know if he sent the taxi through. Yeah, he did. It was £44 for the taxi, she said. She said, yeah, I had to send them back. So she said, he won't let them come here when he's here. That was what the husband got. See, the husband got the kids, not usually 99 times out of 100, the woman gets the kids. She never got them. The husband must have put in for them and he got custody of the kids. So they stayed with him. So every now and then, if he was away, say in London, they were allowed to go and stay at their house with him, but not him at the house. And that's strange why he wouldn't let his own kids in the house. So the husband of Shirley would not let his kids near him. That was true. She said he's only been in this house twice in 3 years. Or not twice in 2 years. So she said, it's Christmas Day, he's done all the money on this and all the money on that and all that stuff up there. And she said he's in the pub now. So there was like a stoppy back pub. I went, me and Bobby fucking drove 30 all the way up there. Bobby took me. Christmas fucking Day, spoiled the dinner. Then we was done the dinner. And we goes in the car, 32 mile we drove to get there and back. That was mortal. We had to go to Middles as well, must have been 60 mile. So he goes to his house and he wasn't in. So when he's in the pub and anyway, I phoned him. I said, you all right? He said, yeah. I said, I've just popped up to see you, all right? He said, oh, where you at? I said, I'm just up yours. I said, she told you I'm arguing. I said, no, she never said a word. I said, she's fine. But she did. She told me everything. She went, yeah. And you know what? She said, he doesn't write the books. What do you mean? She said, well, why do you think I'm always upstairs? Why do you think I get all them 6 packs of crisps and 4 bottles of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the pies and all the other stuff, and I take them upstairs in the bedroom? I go up nowhere away from him for that stuff all the time. He's on it every day in the pills, non-stop, in front of him, my son. So she said he has to stay upstairs, so I have to go up there with him, and then we'll watch. We watch on the telly upstairs, and I'll go down to get stuff because he's up his head on that every day. I went, well, what I'm typing? She said, he can't type, Brian. He's a liar. I type all the books. I work for the City Bike Bureau. I'm a typist in there, but I type in there. That's what I do for a living. He gets the dictaphone and asks people questions. I put it on and listen, and I type all the books. He says, ask him to type. I'd already asked him to 3 times. So I said, oh, can you type? He went, yeah. So when I looked at him typing here, he was doing this and there was nothing coming out. So I said, he said, oh, I've got to turn it off. Then I realised she was telling the truth. She blew the socks off him Christmas Day. It was me and Bobby. Bobby was there. And Bobby went up. And so from the Cleveland Police, it's the truth. It's not made up lies. And I've even got the screenshots from the day when she was texting Emma and what he was doing to her and all the other horrible things. So I don't want to say, because I don't want to be horrible, like they would come out with everything, but I don't. So the kids never went back to our house. That's why I know there was no kids in that house. Yeah, I've got my kids. They don't have nothing to do with you. They can't fucking stand you. You're a liar, compulsive liar. He was interviewing Haynes' dad as he got dropped off. Fucking hell. Yeah, don't forget to push the like buttons, guys, and please subscribe to the channel. It does the trolls head, and don't forget to push the like button. There's only 22. There's been over 80 people on again tonight. Every night it's 80 to 90 people coming on now. We're getting like 1,500 people a day to 2,000 a day watching. Amazing, can't believe. Yeah, Alberto Garcia's mental state was questioned. Garcia's. His fucking mental state's questioned. Definitely fucking mental. I've never known anyone. Oh, there's another thing he's doing. So he's dyed his hair black, like man. He's now wearing glasses because when I first met him, I always wear shorts. Nearly all the time. You see me in all my videos when I'm out around the town. You see me wearing shorts. So he's now wearing shorts the same as me. And he always have a pair of blue glasses, or I say I have a red tracksuit, I have red glasses on it. This is red. I've got big red ones, they're expensive glasses as well, really expensive. So he's copied my blue glasses, but he's got them out for cheap, like some like fucking bargains or something. There's no wrong with that, but he's trying to copy all my clothes and everything now, the daft cunt. And I'm doing all my boxing things like that. Well, he's starting to do all that now, all the fucking, well, bam, 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 like he's doing all the noises and everything, because he wants to be Brian Cockerill on the fucking bed. He's thinking if he bees like me, he'll get the views and get the people on his side. That's what he's actually deluded out of this. He really wants to be. I mean, Terry said he's copying off. He's got the same glasses what you wear, the blue ones, exact same colour blue. That colour blue they are glasses. You'll see me on loads of videos on YouTube and on programs where I've been on. And he's copying all my stuff. Like when he's doing with Paul Sykes, he seems to have that fucking, what do you call it, mentalness where he's been with Paul Sykes too long now, so he's switching to Brian Cockerill. First it was Paul Sykes, then it was Lee Duffy, then it was Paul Bennett, and now it's Brian Cockerill. He wants to be fucking round the bend. You'll never be me because you're not a fucking proper person. You're a fucking snivelling snitch. Snivelling snitch. No matter where you go, but books you write, they're always lies. Yeah, therefore, so the video's up. The video we've got, I was going through it today. It's got too much stuff from it. Terry's come out with about he was doing it would like fucking ruin the kids and everything, the family, so we wouldn't do that. We'd absolutely destroy the whole family, so we wouldn't do that because we're not fucking evil. But I've got the stuff that I know you fucking told Terry. I've got the lot. And it's on the video. And I said, look, don't say that. Don't let everyone know he's been doing this as well because I'll end up getting fucking probably get done in or something. So I said, yeah, fuck it. So I don't want anyone to do anything to him. But I still don't want anyone to do any books with him because the books you're going to get ripped off. He's ripped every fucker off of the books, everyone. Even Jimmy O'Neill. The Jimmy O'Neill show, if you go on there, you'll see him on there. That's why I'm telling you the truth because Jimmy O'Neill was the day I told him to fuck off. I said, don't ever phone me anyway. WOW, wow. And we stole that off Stephen Wraith. He steals people's contents. So Stephen Wraith will go, wow. Or Sean Atwood would say, wow. So he starts pinching little extracts off them people. I've noticed he does it for loads of my stuff. He's pinched my stuff. I'm going to make him a Robin Hood figure. And that was fucking McIntyre on my documentary. Brian Cockrill's like a Robin Hood figure in his area. The people love him, McIntyre was saying. So he's pinched that saying out of it. Then there was another bit where you all beat me up in the house at Ormsby Bank. And I said, when the cops come and said, who's done it to you? I said, I fell over. So I said, he said, well, I said, down some steps. He said, there must have been big steps. I said, in Whitby, there's a church right in the very top. And to get to that church, you've got to go 199 steps. It's all the way to the top. It's like a track. A lot of people go do walking there. So I said, I fell down. And they went, oh, very funny, the copper. So now he's saying, he's on the Jimmy O. He sat there and he went, oh, when he got beat up really bad, he would never grasp. So he's talking about me. Pinching my story about me because I never grasped anyone in that house who beat me up. Never said a word about them. And then he's saying, oh, when he got beat up really bad off these lads, he set him alight. One thing he never would do was grass. He said he got battered that bad, and the copper said, what's happened to you? He said, I fell down some steps. And they went, what steps? He went, the steps at Whitby. I looked at him and I thought, that's him now. You fucking diddy cunt, you just thieve people's stuff, little crank. But you've got nothing going for you. Yeah, gonna put our argument on the internet. So we went, just fucking put it on then, we don't give a shit. You don't fucking bother me. My mum died when I was 14.5-year-old. I looked after myself all my fucking life. You don't fucking bother me with your threats. You're bullying me. You're bullying me. Shit herself. And then she did it with fucking Terry Dicko's daughter. Found out where Terry Dicko's kids were at home. It's fucking disgusting. Yes, she used the computers to find out where Terry Dicko's kids were at home. Phoned the home and pretended she was related to them or something. Started to talk to Terry Dicko's little Joe Sky, his daughter and his son, because his partner he went out with, she had drug problems, alcoholic problems. He'd split up and he's with somebody else now for the last 10, 15 years. So she got the kids took off her, the hair. She was going, oh, your mum's a good woman. The reason why you got put in home was because your dad's a bully and he beat your mum up, and tell them loads of fucking lies. In a kid's home, where you going like a home for children. Fucking terrible, like a home where kids get put in a home because obviously the mum's not looking after them, or the dad's not looking after them. And talking to the children in a fucking home. Terry will tell you he's been on the podcast and told you. The cops don't do nothing about that. That's surely fucking 10 times worse than what I fucking said. Talking to the children and poisoning the mind about the dad. And we've got all the proof. Terry's a witness. He's got it all. The kids will go witness in court. The two kids, they're about 15, 16-year-old now. Paul C. Brian copied off me. I know, Paul. Timmy B, I copied off Timmy B. Timmy's been up here. He told me how to do it. He showed me how to do all the moves. Timmy B's the man. Timmy's funny. He's clever, Timmy, you know, he's no mug. Garcia had the orchestra backstage playing before the fight. I never seen it, to tell you the truth. I'm not really fucking into boxing now, me. I used to like it years ago. It's not the same for me. Did you see the football? Fucking hell, I've never seen. I've watched football since I was 5-year-old. Supported Man United because my uncle, when he was 14, he got picked to play for Middlesbrough. And then when he was 15, he got picked to play for Manchester United. So he was in the youth team. I've been down there with him at Manchester. He's got the tie when he played for them. So you're allowed to bring two. There's two guests. So we went to Manchester. It was marvellous. And it was Bert Truman, who was the goalkeeper in the World Cup, but in the FA Cup when he broke his neck. I think he was Polish or German. He had him like under arrest in England. But when he got out, the people liked him anyway. He ended up being a goalkeeper for one of the top teams. He was playing in the FA Cup. I think he broke his neck, and he played on all the way through. It tough as old boots. And then there was Harry Gregg, I think he was called, who was the one. Shut up, Harry Gregg, who I've got the pamphlet upstairs. When you go into like I can't remember what it's called. You got like a little fucking pamphlet thing you can look at it. I can't remember what it's called, the fucking thing. So anyway, I got that, and also we're in there and we get pictures. So when you get them cameras now, you push the button down, and you have to wait till it goes flash and flashes again. So he went flash, and it went down like that, and he Bobby Charlton. He got Bobby Charlton's feet. I went, you've got his fucking feet. So Bobby Charlton took another picture. So I went, yeah. I got my arm on Bobby Charlton that, and I'm still with another lad. And he Frank went, push the button. Instead of holding it, it went flash twice. Went flash, he done it again, got his feet again. I thought, I'm the ask him again. Fucking hell. So yeah, we went there for the night. Went on a Friday, Saturday. Friday or Saturday, we came back, Saturday or Sunday. Saturday night, we went, shut up! Queen hell, stop him barking like that, I can't think. You stop me talk, just been on about you yesterday, Steve. Fucking crazy this house is. All day long that dog never stops barking. Yeah, Brian Cockerill, I'm telling you all the others. Yeah, he's a fucking hell. Yeah, you can't. Some people say when you look at him, you just women, like I tell you, he goes, says that Emma and my sister, no, every woman I know, or every girl I know who knows him goes, oh, he goes, creepy bastard he is. He gives me the creeps. Get away from me. They'll go like, get away from me, and pubs and everything. They can't stand him. They really can't stand him. I didn't know him, so he's not from my era, see. So when I started getting to know people, they're going, oh, he's a fucking proper this, he's done that, he's grassed him up, he's grassed my brother up, he's grassed my nephew, he's grassed this, well, he's grassed, fucking hell, I couldn't believe how many people he was doing. And it was all over the estate, so all over Teesside. You can't come back to Teesside. They've chased him off every estate, Teesside. Darlington people, gypsies were after him there. Middlesbrough, he can't get anywhere in Middlesbrough. Every time he comes back in any part of the state, he gets kicked fuck out of. He starts to think he's fucking can fight when he's full of drugs, then he gets battered. He keeps running to the police. That's got nothing to do with me. That's got other people. He's fucking calling people's sisters and people's uncles because he's tortured people. This has been going on for 2 decades. For torturing people and bullying people. We're not the first. Carl Edwards got it for 6 years. Dale Brendan and I got it for 8 years. And there's people like top boxers down there. These fucking names them top boxers, real top boxer. Started on him. The lad said, "I'll punch your fucking face all over him." He got his YouTube channel took down. He's offering the lad out, and I went, "I'll fucking punch you all. Come and meet me in the field now." Got him arrested. Another fucking lad down London, top. You all know him. He will hang on orders. He'll know exactly who he is. This like real top boxer, middleweight from London. Fucking really good fighter with Brian. He said, "I'm not." He put a piece up for me. Brian said, "This is for Brian Cockerill, I'm a Cockerill. Everything he's saying about the fake author is true." He said, I got it. And he put his name up to it and everything. He said, I got this for nearly 6 years for nothing. I did nothing. I never even met the man. I never had nothing to do with him. So when he said it, he said something like, say for instance, he likes oranges and apples. I don't like oranges and apples, so I'll get him back for saying that. I don't like, or I like Alsatian. I don't like Alsatian, I'll get him back. He's wrong. He's mentally disturbed. He is. How he's on the streets, begging on the streets of fucking London for money. and then calling people recharging spackers and he doesn't get charged. I know people have been done for just calling somebody a Mongolian, you're fucking spacker, you're Mongolian, you're fucking cripple, and they've been fucking charged with it and have massive fines and fucking not allowed to come on YouTube ever again for saying what they've said. He can seem to say what he wants and nothing ever happens to him. I come on and say, if you come to my fucking house with violence, I'll pay £5 for violence. I never told anyone to go and beat him up. He's been getting beat up for the last fucking 30 years off people. Got that stupid mouth because you can't keep it shut. Pretending he's an ABA. In the ABA finals 3 years in a row. All shit. Never had one single boxing match. So it's not lies I'm telling. I don't know. Sure, I've spoken to, like I say, 2 barristers in America, barristers down in London, and I'm speaking to people from civil rights people in Manchester this week. Going to them, they're going to get involved. I'm going to Peladon, which is the stalking line, which was made by the MPs in London. So we go to them. We've already got contact with this lady, and she knows, she's seen all the stuff. She said it's absolutely disgusting, it's pure corruption, and these work for the government. What happened is one of the MPs was stabbed to death. It was a lady, and I think then it was a man stabbed to death. So what they've done, they brought out for celebrities and people like in the government. So really for people like.
Hi, did you want me to read something out?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
I best do
Could you read? Do you want to read it out? Just what David said, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just proof I'm not a fucking liar. Cleveland Police. We don't want use. No disrespect. We want a letter. Emma, barristers. These are from barristers' words. This is what we want. We want a fair trial because we're not going to get them use because the corruption stinks and all. There's 4 different barristers me and Emma spoke to. Top
right. So this is Emma speaking, not Brian.
Is it? It's me.
My name is David Ashton. I qualified out of the UK. My name is David Ashton. I qualified out of the UK over 15 years ago. I did my pulpit at 2 Bedford Road. I'm house buddy in the Temple. I have not had anything to do with criminal defence work for over 10 years, although now I spend my days working transactions and business litigation. However, my good friend Brian Cockerill and his family have been going through some terrible harassment and terror attacks. I, for one, know that Brian has requested police assistance through Emma before over the prior years and has mentioned as much in his civil action for injunction against what Jamie Boyle and Warcry Publishing. With Brian's recent arrest and in view of what has taken place over the years concerning the police inquiry on behalf of Brian and his family, before I query my opinion, I by no means wish to tread on your toes. This is merely a suggestion for consideration. 1. A judicial order requesting an impartial investigation for police corruption. Not only do I believe this is necessary, but crucial to Brian's narrative for his current defence regarding threats to kill. Police inactions on several occasions or stalled investigations for the same situation over the years is a cause of this situation. Brian would not have said what he did in the heat of the moment had an injunction been permitted or formal inquiry being conducted on many of the prior requests to do so. As I've said to Brian, the image of the police turning up at his house, walking past his smoking car and boarded up windows to arrest him for threats to kill is wholly disturbing. Similarly, an arson attack on a house in the same location on the same weekend saw the street being cornered off and forensics working the scene. Why could the same not be afforded for Brian and his family? Still to this day, there's been failure to investigate or respond to 999 calls made by Emma Cockerill. Another reason I believe the order would be useful is for disclosure capacity. All bylaws, training and disciplinary actions policies should be inspected to pin down police failure or corruption. Similarly, a exploitation order should be issued with an adverse jury instruction. The police inactivity is a very casual effect on the Brian seat of the moment threats. Therefore, the order is relevant to the current criminal case at bar. Public policy reasons aside, it is my concern that the corruption which is blatantly happening does not become exposed. Brian and his family will be living like this indefinitely. The taxpayer is vicariously liable for running his corrupt police outfit, and the police are grossly failing in their duty to diligently protect and serve the community impartially when a crime has been committed. Finally, with respect to duty, I have made in passing a suggestion to Brian that a prima facie case for Brian, Emma and Bobby individually exists. for negligence and statutory negligence against the same police force, and that a civil case should be looked at with considerable seriousness. The police failure of duty has left them physical, mental, and property damage. Again, these are my mere considerations and observations. I hope they're proof useful. Should you need my opinion further, thank you, David Ashton.
Yeah, thank you, David Ashton, top barrister, London, Germany, and now America. Lives in America, Texas. So these are our top barristers who know the law. Most of that I don't even understand it. But what I'm trying to say, you need a jury where it's not going to be picked by the fucking police. Because what the police do, you don't understand this. I know a lot of you think you do, but I'm going to give you the lesson what they do. So what they do, the cops, dirty, low-life cunts they are. Not saying these are doing it, but this is what they do. They get people on the jury and they find, say for instance, you're after someone, say they're after somebody like me, and say it's something like a car crime. So somebody's being run down. So what they do is they'll pick the person's family, they'll pick the jury. What they do is they'll send letters to people's houses. So they'll know that Julia Smith was run down by a car offendant and killed the kid in the car. So he would be raged. So she's now picked for the jury, nothing to do with that person, but knowing for a fact the person who they've got here is now being charged for running somebody over and nearly killing them, or running somebody over and killing them. So this is Julie's chance to get her revenge on this driver who has nothing to do with this case. So they pick that person and send a letter to them, and they come to court and they see them, and the rage is in them. So they end up giving the fucking people guilty. That's what the cops do. They've done it for years. Jury selections they do, and they do it with gangsters and stuff. They'll put people in there. They'll know for a fact at one point certain people put away, and the corrupt bastards do it. They've been doing it for years and years and years, and that's what they do. They're the corrupt. The Middlesbrough police are the most fucking corrupt police force in the whole of Great Britain since the days of the 1970s. They're the worst police force out of 699 police forces. Cleveland police have been damn the worst. In the 1990s, there was corruption where they were selling drugs, they were taking drugs, they were fucking putting the rehab drug addict coppers, and they were actually going in the cells saying to people, if you admit to these crimes, I will give you drugs and I'll give you heroin to get you out of the cells. And they were doing that, and they were fucking caught, banged to rights. There was something like, I think, was it 60 police officers, I think it was, under all CID from Middlesbrough, same as the one that Jamie's knocking, that prick the Boyle's knocked around with. He's involved in the fucking one. He sat in his fucking house. Boyle sat with the cops who tried to nick me 30 years ago for murders and kidnappings and shootings and fucking armed robberies and that. Boyle sat with him as his friend, my friend Ray Morton. When you see Ray Morton, he's done a book with him on Sean Atwood in the gangsters fucking studio. That's what they're saying in America. The gangsters go, what the fuck's going on with the tax man? Pure corruption with them police. You can see that it stinks of corruption. So we spoke to another bloke in the temple. The temple's the place where they get, when they go in and get there to be a barrister. He's been a barrister, he's in his late 70s. He's been a barrister about 50 odd years. And he said it's pure police corruption. And John Wedger said the same. John Wedger was an ex-top detective. I think he was a fucking detective, inspector of, the pornographic side of what it's called now, fucking what they call the prostitutes and stuff. And he found that when he looked into it, he got this kid, and they said, don't bring her back. We don't want her bringing her back. The reason they didn't want to bringing her back, because the chief inspector of the fucking police force he was working for was only shagging an 11-year-old kid. And it all came out, the fucking Met Office and everything, loads of them were involved in it. And he blew the fucking socks off them, John. He's on here, I'm going to put him back on for you. And he said to me, the corruption stinks in them. He said, they're absolutely fucking horrible. He was telling me all the tricks to do, the cops. And they tried to kill his son and everything. The cops were all involved in it. And he went to court. He went to court and he won his case against them. But he now goes round, blowing the socks off paedophiles and blowing the socks off fucking scumbags like that. So it's the first time I'd ever worked with the police. I sat here, I went, John, I'm really proud to shake your hand. Even though you're an ex-police officer, what you've done is amazing. You've come out and you exposed the police what they are, paedophile bastards down where they were at this police station. And he proved they were all wrong ones. There was prostitutes come forward. There was fucking devil worshippers in there and everything. The fucking things, it fucking stinks and the whole lot. But I'll give you that policewoman in the police station. She said to me, I told them the name of the copper who he's knocking around. She went, oh, him, never liked him. She said, and we all know what he was. And she knew I knew what she meant, but the other copper didn't know was there. He wasn't privy to them days of the corruption going on. But she knew. She was a very, very clever woman. And she said, but they've never given me a fuck. And they haven't even took the state. I mean, they won't even let them go and take the statements off ever. They won't do fuck all. They're just sitting on their hands doing fuck all. That's why we're going all these barristers from all over. So we've got like that. We've got like 4 barristers and 3 solicitors. But we're now going to the House of Parliament. We're going to send a letter to Susan Brevin, who was the Home Secretary. We're going to get the letter to her because she said, what we need to do in this country now is, she says, we need to stamp out corruption in the police force. We need to stamp out in all the police forces. It's those police forces and the police forces that are corrupt. I'm going to stamp it out. And it's funny, she's been sacked. She's been sacked now for being the Home Office. She's been sacked, that lady, Susan Brevin, because she was going against the police. I know it's because of that. I come up with some shit excuse. So she was on the telly today all about the Jewish rights thing about the going on down there. So she's one of them people. She's really miles cleverer than me. Really lovely woman. I've seen her speak, and I've seen her body language, and I've seen her. She's telling the truth. And like John Rogers said, when I talk to you, I can tell you telling the truth. I can see everything you're telling. Yeah, we've already been to these IPCC. We've been to these fuckers, hangman, and they just don't give a fuck, mate. We've already got these involved. They're just as corrupt as the other cunts. So we're going to go higher than that. We're going to go to the MP's race. We're going to go up. We've already got an MP. We've already got a councillor where Emma phoned the police to come to the house because she was petrified and bobbing, and they never turned up. So what happened is she phoned the complaints department, which is in Hemlington, near Colby. She phoned up and told them, she went, our house has been threatened. They're going to smash the windows. She went, no, it won't happen. 10 minutes later, the windows went through. So she phoned them back and said, I told you my windows are going through at 6 o'clock, and they've done exactly what they said. She said, oh, well, look at the police. They've never turned up. So then the next day, we got another phone call. If you don't stop your lives, they tried to get me to stop my lives, come on my lives, because I was fucking telling the truth about this scumbag. It's only all these things only happened since I fell out with him. All these years, I've had no trouble with a soul. And I fall out with him because I thought he wouldn't pay me for the books. That was all it was. And he's pretending, as you heard them there, we had the cease and desist letter sent to them. And we had cease and desist letter sent to them from solicitors and barristers, and they still wouldn't stop going on and on and on. So the cops did nothing. They're not bothered. But when he phones up, they jump through fucking hoops. Carl Walker, Steve Mack, Steve Shannon, Brian Cockerill, Emmett, 5 times we've been in. 4 times me, I think it is. Teddy Dixon, 5 times. Marty Joseph Turner. Who was the other one? Marie Howarth. Like, she's at it again with Marie Howarth. Marie Howarth has got off. No further action from the Crown Prosecution. And we're going to be going to the Crown Prosecution Service. The barrister said, go straight to the Crown Prosecution Service, fuck the police off. They're not doing the job. They've had all this fucking time to go come there. The commissioner works. The commissioner works for. Yeah, you're right, mate, because what happened, little Terry Dicko, he tells his story. His son was left for dead by a paedophile called Sykes. Isn't that ironic? So Sykes, this fucking scumbag from Middlesbrough, raped Terry's son and he killed him. So the cops tried to blame Terry because he picked his son up and he had his DNA. Well, I'm going to have his DNA. Fucking poor Terry got the blame for it. So loads of people turned on Terry. The cops had him blamed. And I went to Terry's house. I looked at Terry and I was crying, mate. And I went with Dave Woodyer. He was crying. Terry went, come here. And I was crying as well. I went, I know you have done this. I know you love your son. He said, you know what? You're the only ones who've come round. And he was broken hearted. He said, well, let's go out, something out for the day. I'll never forget that, what you've done for me, Brian. And that's why he's been loyal with us. So Terry tells the truth about that cunt. Tells the truth. He went, hang your head in shame what you've done to Marty Joseph Turner and Carol Edwards and the Lee Duffy family, and pretending to be me to kill people, pretending to be me going to shoot Carol Edwards, Lee Duffy's partner, and pretend to be me on my Laughter Manchester Mayhem book. You are definitely round the bend and pretending to be me to Lee Duffy's son, Peter Duffy, threatened to come round his house. And it was him all along, fucking tinfoil, all these fucking little minions, phoning people up, torturing people. He's been doing it for fucking years. And he keeps getting off it. He keeps hiding in little villages all over, then starting, causing trouble all over. Everywhere he goes, he causes trouble. And that's what Dennis Power said. I can see a move coming on because it's every 18 months or so he moves. Because he starts on people, or he starts running bills up for drugs and shit. Can't afford to pay them, then he fucking gets his windows put through, or puts him through himself so he can get a move. And that's his little party piece to get away from travellers and that. He's always getting gear off people, run the bill the right to the top of the hills, can't afford it, and he fucks off. Then says, "Oh, they're coming to smash my house up." Gets people to phone him up, right? Friends of his, and phone him and text him, and she does it, Shirley, pretending people are threatening him, and gives it to the police and gets moves. That's what he does. So we spoke to David the night, and he was saying to me, other barristers he knows have looked at it and said, you can see the corruption everywhere and it stinks. No one's on. He said, John Lee went, I was on bail. I wasn't on bail. I was up for 33 murders. I wasn't on bail this couple of long. He said, it's a fucking liberty what they do to him. Well, what happened? Never phoned up there. Hangman's very clever. Seems to be basic. Most use on your freedom. They're the same as all use. So she phoned up the local council and said, look, we've had our window smashed, we've had it firebombed. What do you mean firebombed? So we've had a firebomb, a homemade device. It's AIT or something it's called, where you make it in the house. Something to, I keep forgetting the fucking name of it now. It's a homemade bomb. Somebody have a look what a homemade bomb's called and put it on the screen so people can see. It's a special name. It's like 3 AIE, not AID, it's something like that. And that's what they made. So that there is under the Terrorism Act. So 1818 Terrorism Act, that's what it's under. So if anyone makes, say, I'm going to get that bottle tonight and I fill it with gunpowder and I put a fuse on it and I light the fuse and I throw it at your house or I throw it at the person in the street, that's intent to danger somebody's life because it's a firebomb. It's a homemade device, right, from like a homemade bomb. So that's what the IRA used to make in the old days, and they used to do like pipe bombs and stuff. So they've made a bomb, threw it in the car and exploded, so they detonated off. So she phoned the police and said, look, there's still about another load of fireworks in there, the petrol tanks in there. What if it blows up and somebody walks by and gets killed? Never even turned up. And when they did turn up, sorry, they never turned up for about 2 days. When they did turn up, they went, oh, that'll be all right. Wouldn't even go in the car and check to see if it could be an explosive device, could blow. I was in the cells all night. So Emma phoned the council and she talked to me, went, oh, I'll get this sort of thing, I'll do this and do that. So she should have phoned me to get tomorrow, the council said. So he talked to him, he said, you had the wrong out of order. He said, if there's been a fire attack, the fire brigade said, say for instance, we go to a house and they say a man trapped in a car, but he's just trapped in the car, he's okay. We wouldn't go there, we'd go straight to the fire, because it takes precedence, that's the word I'm looking for. So it takes precedence. So they never come here. They came here when they came here, we heard all the sirens and all the armed response coming, everything. I thought, she went great. I'm going to bed now, fuck it. I went upstairs, got my arm off, took my tablets and went and laid on the bed. Next, bang, 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 bang. Fucking street full of cops, guns and everything. Never had them out, but they had them on the sides. Two of them come with my guns. On left, one had them on the left and one had them on the right. I spot everything, me, my head. That'll be to go that side in case you're that side. You don't want to go the other side, the one's left-handed. So I want them tested as well. I want to know the last time they fired them firearms. I want to know the last time they were tested as well. I want every single permutation looked into. That's what he's trying to say, David. You want every single thing, you'll catch them in all sorts. And then once you catch them one or two, then the fuck, he said, you've already got them for not telling the fire. He said that alone. Explosive improvised device. Thank you fucking so much, Paul. Say explosive improvised device. Well, that is self-explanatory to me. I went, oh, do you mean a firebomb? I said, no, I don't mean a firebomb. The firebomb went off. The policewoman phoned the police. He still never come up. And the man next door's prison officer. He phoned the police. He never turned up. So it's not just us. The man across the road who works for the ambulance service, and his wife's paramedic. They phoned the police. They're all like well-to-do people. The doctor, the Chinese doctor, he phoned the police to never come. So it wasn't just us. It wasn't just the one pair of us in the house. And I never phoned because I can't fucking phone no cunt because my hands were fucked even more. So I was like, I'll smash their fucking skulls in, but obviously I couldn't even get up, had So they said, oh, we're going to come again, and this time we're going to smash the windows again. So she phoned this complaints again and said, look, they're threatening us again to smash the windows, blah, 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 blah. I'm in fear. I've got Bobby, who's been saying Brian's brother's got autism, and I've got the dogs. They're on about poisoning. We're going to poison your dogs. We're going to give the dogs some lovely. That was that wanker from that was that tosser, the fake author. I'm going to give you some lovely ingredients and some lovely sausages that'll put Eli out of his misery. We're going to poison your dog. We're going to poison Scrappy. Fucking horrible, horrible fucker. So next minute, she's phoned these people where you phone complaints from your old local police area. She went, oh, don't worry about it. They won't do it again. They've only smashed them once. They're just blagging you. She said, just block everything. Well, block everything. You know what? We've blocked everything for the last 4 years nearly. This has been on for 4 years. What do you mean 4 years? She started telling she couldn't believe it. She said, all this time they haven't done nothing. She said, no, 4 years we've had this. And that's what David said. That statement what David gave us was about 18 months ago. He said, if Brian isn't helped and his wife, they're going to be in this situation forever. And that's what it's like. We're still in the same situation, getting threats every day. Bang your house down, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your dogs. Every day I get threats, every single day of the week. But still the police won't do nothing. Still the police just sit there fucking picking the noses, doing fuck all. So then when Emma spoke to the council, she went, the woman complained, she said, oh, I've been told by the police I can't. She said, well, you are the police, you're the complaints police. She went, I've been told by the police not to talk to you. I've been told not to give you any information. She's got it recorded, the woman talking. She's got the fucking coppers. The coppers have phoned them and said, don't give them any information, don't tell them. But then she's phoned the councillor. And the councillor's come out and said, oh, the police have told me not to speak to you. I'm not allowed to. So that's our councillor. You can't stop the councillor from fucking talking to us. Pure corruption. Pure corruption. Emma! But I tell you. See, you know it better than me. I don't know because I wasn't there. Can you tell these people, they're all believers, who did you phone? The complaints police that called me up and tell them what you said to them.
Right, so first of all, it was like back and forth with them, and she said, well, we just don't think it'll happen again and all that, didn't she? So the councillor, Kevin Fox, got in touch, didn't he? And he was told, tell them that you can't do anything for them.
Yeah.
And then I phoned her on a Monday morning after the last attack. I phoned her and she went, oh, I was absolutely gutted when I seen the address on the computer that it happened again. I said, I know you said it wasn't going to happen again, didn't you? So I said, look, you know that group's telling us what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah.
And I said, also, how can a person that has done the book, I said, so you think a high-ranking police officer would go with someone like a legit company? But I said, so it shows you it must be his handler or something like that. So she said, what do you mean? I said, well, he's doing books and documentaries on like a high-ranking police officer from here. And I feel like it's a conflict of interest with Brian and stuff. And she said, he's doing what? She said, let me just go and check this. She said, I've just checked with the Met. She said, on the what's it called? The
Official Secrets, yeah.
Said, he's bound by Official Secrets Act. He can't go talking about stuff like that. I said, well, he definitely does. Do you know what I mean?
You know what he's like Emma said.
Well, why wouldn't they go to it as well? So say if they weren't bound by that, why wouldn't they pick like a top company?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why would they pick that one that doesn't exist in company's house? Because he's been working with him all along.
And all the time.
For years and years.
20 fucking years been going on. So what happens is, when there's a new law come out about a year ago, I think. And my mate, Julie Ann Hogg, that was his wife, little Hoggy from Hardwick. His wife was killed in Billingham. She lived in Billingham at the time. And she was murdered by a lad called Billy Dunlop. Now, Billy Dunlop was in jail and he was putting on the wall what he'd done to her, and he was writing things, he was sending letters out in the clever cunts because he got not guilty. He went to court. He'd moved the body, put it in the bath in Cleveland Police again. Scumbag cunts wouldn't do the job properly. That woman walked in and smelt the body and pulled the bath pad off the mum and found the dead body in there after about 3 months. I think it was 2 months. It was rotting her body. Coppers didn't do the job again. So it was in all the papers again, corrupt police, all the shit again. So the next minute, the new laws come out where double jeopardy. So he's in the cells, he's a clever cunt. So now you could come out in America, say, you could shoot somebody, you could kill somebody in America and get off with 12 jurors. And you can come out and say, I've just got off with that and I did kill him and I did shoot her. That kind of a thing. Because once you've been in front of 12 peers, like 6 men, 6 women, whatever, and you're found not guilty, they can't give you a second trial. There's no such thing. But now the double jeopardy law is out here, where you can get trialed again and again and again and again and again. So you think about these old-time gangsters like myself and Terry and all the other ones. He's been doing books on gangsters. And the best thing he asks them, he always goes to people like ones who, top one down London, he went, do you know that murder of him? Did you have anything to do with that murder? And get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from my house. Get away now. You. Then he did another one down London. So the London gang have fucked him off. Even the fucking man who's doing with Ripper Toes has fucked him off. Gary Hutt, I think he's called. He's fucked him off because he's seen what he's been doing down there. He said, vile what you've done to Brian Cockerill. Don't ever bother me again. So he's chased him. He's chased him completely gone. So everywhere he's going, he's getting chased. So if you, for instance, say something, say for instance, I'm taking news on the phone tonight, or I'm taking news and you say something to me, I can't use that in court because it's inadmissible. I have to say to you, right, by the way, we're taping you. We'll record this and we'll blah, blah, blah. Now, who can you think can do this? Only an author, so-called author. Because then when you turn around and say, he says, are you ready so I can record you for the book? So you're giving consent for to be recorded for the book. But when you talk about the book, he starts pulling you off and asking you questions. He asks, did you ever murder anyone? I went, no. Did you ever shoot anyone? I went, no. I got the blame for it. I got arrested for it, but I never did it. So when you say that, you're okay. But if you start telling them things, you can use it in court because it can be used now because you give consent to him to talk to you and tape record you, and that's what he's been fucking doing. We think we are 100% sure, and all the other villains all over the country now, all on the same page, no pun intended, that he's a snivelling little fucking snitch. Well, I know he's been a snitch in all the council estates. I don't know if, about other people from other areas, but I know for a fact I could name about 40 different people he's put in jail and had people locked up, friends and brothers and sisters and all sorts, all over the council estates. So he's been chased off all the estates now. And these coppers, like Emma said, why would a top-ranking ex-police officer in charge, a chief inspector, I think he was, of the murder squad, why would a chief inspector hang around with someone who takes Brown and Charlie and sits there and make nice smoke crack and weed on the internet? Why would a high-ranking police officer, not one, then the other one was in the fucking drug squad. Another one he's doing, Eugene Tate, detective sergeant in the fucking drug squad. Right, he's working with them as well. So there's two coppers who were involved in my days, and he's got my friends in the authorities. I've got my friend Ray Morton phoning me, ex-chief inspector of Cleveland Police, or whatever he was, and detectives inspector, whatever he was, in the murder squad. Why the fuck would murder squad officers and top-ranking police officers? I think that Eugene Tate was in the regional crime squad as well. I'm not sure he was in the national. I think he was. His mate was Mick Todd. He was in it. So why would these people, let's say Mick Todd is, but they were all in the national crime squad, they all tried to nick me multiple times over and over again. So it is a conflict of interest. Even the barrister says you need an independent police force, an independent fucking jury, an independent judge, away from Teesside, like Humberside or somewhere. They're the best police force in the country. Go somewhere like that where you can get a fair trial, because you're not going to get one there because the cops have got it all. They've got them all working with them. So we know the cops have worked with the criminals for years. We see it even in the old films, you see them. But this fucker keeps torturing people, threatening to beat people up, threatening to burn people's houses down. They've got the screenshots of his own fucking name, Jamie Boyle. I want you to go, Simon Ambler, to Brian Cockerill's house, offer him out for a fight, be deadly serious. And this is his own phone texted to him. And the evidence is all on the computer, his own phone, and all on the lad's computer. So the lad's got it all. And he's made a statement with all the stuff on it. He said, I'd go to court for years to prove that you got to try to get me to bed. He said, I've already got two lads that threatened him. So the lads went, what did you say? I got him to bed, threatened to bed. He did that daft laugh. He went, I got him to threaten to burn the house down 2 days ago. So then Simon went, oh, I'm not into this. I'm getting out of this. I'm not getting involved. And this is why we fucking know it's corrupt. Because anyone else would be fucking done for threatening. So giving your name and address out online. Paladon came on, stalking fucking people. I went, this is the worst ever we've seen. I've only worked 4 years for him. 4 years. It's the worst I've ever seen. It's worse than Belford's ever was. It's the worst I've ever seen. She said, we strongly advise this to go to the courts. And they did fuck all again. Nothing again. So these people we've got are proper people from Paladon who've been there 4 years ago and seen it all. and know the fucking situation because they've seen all the paperwork of what Emma's given them. There's tons of paperwork. There's not just a little bit. She's got 15,000 screenshots of threats to kill, murderers, burn the house down, rape the dogs, rape her, kill me, chop my head off, cut my legs off. It goes on and on and on and on. The whole lot we've got, and it's his name's on the fucking things. Warcry Publishing's on it. So why the fuck's nothing happening to him? Anyone else like Carl Walker? Why did he get arrested? You're supposed to have said, oh, the IRA company's house and all this shit. It was all, when they got his phone, there was nothing. No further action. Maria Howarth, no further action. I've been no further action 4 times. Terry's been no further action. It was a terrorism act, yeah, that's what we made. Kevin's brother is ex-SES. Really, really clever bloke. He said any type of homemade device it's a terrorism act. Cleveland police have now covered up a terrorism act. And then when I phoned the barrister from down the road, the one who was like rumbled on the bill, he went, well, that's a terrorism act. Under the terrorism act, the terrorism act should have came in, taken your car and taken it away and put it to Weatherby and took all the forensics off it. What did they do with your vehicle? I said, they never even touched it. They never even looked in the car and looked at it and nothing. They did fuck all. He walked up and down the street and I said, knocked on 2 doors, and when that was it. When have you ever heard of anyone, the house being petrol bombs, fire bombs, a homemade homemade device being made, a bomb, to blow somebody's house up, explosive, and nothing happens to them. Anyone who done that, the whole armed response would come, and they'd have the bomb squad and everything. But in the same night, somebody else got their car petrol bombed in Middlesbrough. 2 units of armed response came out, cordoned the area off, put the fire brigade, put the fire out, and waited. And then the car was the next day was put on the back of a police vehicle that was taken to Weatherby for fucking forensics. So why am I not getting the same as the other people are getting? Because I'm Brian Cockerill and I'm not a fucking snitch and I don't like the police. But the thing is, whether I like the police or not, my wife still has the entitlement to be. She pays fucking council tax every fucking month. Why aren't they doing the job? And then when that wanker makes a statement about me, saying, if you come to my house, and they come to my house over, if you come to my house, what about the threats of Emma? I'm gonna bum you, Emma. I'm gonna cut your head off. I'm gonna blow your head off like Lee King got done 30 odd years ago. I'm gonna blow your head off, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get an open coffin. So your coffin can't be open, it's got to be closed. I'm gonna kill you. And then he's got the Irish bullman. I'm going to see you, Emma Cockerill. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to get our friends to doorstep you. And I'm going to get them to come and cut your fucking nose off, smash your head in with the building brick, kill you, and put you in the fucking ground with daisies in the ground or flowers in the ground, he said to her. And nothing happens. Threatening to kill her and come to the house. Threatening to cut my fucking throat. Dig my dad up and piss in my dad's mouth. My dad who died in fucking a couple of months ago. This is fucking tinfoil's best mate, Irish bull. So they've done it to Maria, threatened to burn Maria's house down, pour petrol over the fucking kids and melt the kids in the house. Kill the kids in the house. Nothing's happened again. So why the fuck am I getting charged for something minuscule and he's getting away with stuff where you could go to jail for fucking life for it? Improvised explosive, that's the one. Improvised explosive. A homemade improvised explosive. Corruption of the core, corruption to the core.
Ryan, what's that person called?
What's that?
Remember that police corruption thing we seen before, where it was on the series?
Can't think, love. Probably Cleveland. It's called Cleveland. Does she have immunity because she's a grass? Yeah, well, all snitches. The thing is with a snitch, right? Once they're covered blown, the cops can't use them no more. So I would rather go to jail myself and see some poor other couldn't get 20 years up their ass for something they haven't done. So these fucking words they call the agent provocateur, they call. What they do is they're an agent for the police. So the police get them to go and do things like they'll go in the house and they'll record people, and they'll go in the house and they'll get drugs and they'll leave drugs under the table.
Steve Wrench said he did that as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
About oil.
Yeah, so Stephen French, he said to Stephen French, I'm getting the police on you, I'm going to get the you're in trouble, I'm getting the police, and recorded Stephen French, the devil from Liverpool, because he was torturing Dale Brendan Hyde. So what they do is they come in your house to befriend you, and he did it with 3 kids, and this is why he got chased out of Skelton. So there was 3 kids he ordered drugs off. So he bought the drugs off them 4 or 5 weeks in a row, built the bill up. So this weekend they went, oh, can we get these so many pills off? He said, and told me that. So the kids give him the stuff. He said, I'll pay you later on. So there was 3 of them there. So they went in the house, but the brother came round, and he seen him in the street talking to the cops. Arsewipe. Next minute, the kid goes home, and next minute he gets a phone call from his brother. Oh, the cops are outside. He said, I've just seen him, arsehole. He's done this. He said, I've seen him stood on the corner talking to the police in a van. He said, I bet you he sent them to you. So the 3 lads got caught and got remanded, and it was him who grassed them up. He snitched on them. So the brother came and tried to get him, and he kicked all the door in, and he fucking smashed the windows in his house and smashed all the fucking house up. So he phoned the police, and the lad got away. He did a run of the slide, got out of the way of him. And that's why he had to leave Skelton. That was the reason he went. He set 3 lads up with drugs. But he did it another kid, in a lad called Gavin. He was saying, I'm going to get my brother on you, Ryan Cockerill, because he called him Jamie. And I thought, he meant my Jamie, my brother. So Tom Walsh was telling me, oh, you tell your Jamie could leave such and such alone, because such and such, this lad from Darlington, but he never gives us his name. So anyway, I got this odd name, it's called Gavin. He went, is that you, Big Brown? Yeah. He said, no, I've never threatened your Jamie, you know. I went, what are you on about? Anyway, I phoned out Jamie. He went, what the fuck is he on about? And they don't know anything from Darlington to do with this. Next minute, it was him. He's pretending to be my brother. Him. 5 years before he even fucking knew him. Threatening people with my name. And I was at the table. Docco was there. Docco, cage fighter, kickboxer. I said, oh yeah, he's a lovely lad, Gavin Bride. Anyway, he came through the Gavin. I got a bit of coke off him when I was on it years ago. And I was sitting at the table with him. He went, oh, he's been blamed. He tells everyone you're related to him. He's your brother, or he's your cousin, or like he's threatened loads of people all over Darlington for years, threatened you. He was living in Darlington for a while. He said, North Darlington he was living, sorry, he was coming to Darlington to get the gear. So all the people smashed his house up in North Darlington as well. He had to move from there as well. Everywhere he fucking goes, his houses get smashed up and he gets chased out of the area. It's called agent provocateur. So you work for the cops, you do it, and then you inform on the people, and the cops go in and nick them, and then they just go away and get paid off them. They get the blue gyros. The more bigger the cases, the more money they get paid for. So they get paid. It's called the blue gyros. I mean, why would a top-ranking police officer from the murder squad fuck his career up? Because he's been to jail for burgling people's houses, by the way. He told me he was on the tablets since he was 12 years old. He was selling them. He got chased off the estate for selling them brown in the, I think it was the late 90s. It was Colburn Young, Hemlington, and the lad was called Kevin Robson, who fucking chased him. He used to be a boxer. He used to go to the gym and then training. And Kevin fucking chased him off the estate. Steve Mack was telling me, and Steve Shannon, he said they chased him off the estate. He was selling that fucking shit around the doors. He was the only one doing it in Hemlington, Colburn Young, Hemlington. So they chased him. Everywhere he goes, he's been chased. He's got nowhere else to go now. Nowhere else to go, because no cunt's going to go against us for that daft cunt. And the people that the so-called person supposed to have used, if you look in the middle, you can get who firebombed Brian Cockerill's house. 15-year-old schoolboy and a 16-year-old schoolboy. Always 15, 16-year-olds in it. It's always 13, 14, 15, 16. It's always that age in it. Where's TikTok? I have it's the clock. TikTok. Let expose the police who look after. Yeah, they're fucking definitely in on it then. Look at these other two. When the fuck do you get, right? Even David said, and the barrister from London said, when David swears like me, terrible. He said, when the fuck do you get inspectors coming out for malicious communication? It's the minuscule thing you can get done for. He said in America, it's hundreds of thousands of people every day are getting charged for it. Caution. It's kicked out in about 2 or 3 days. Tit for tat. It's called he said, you said, she said, he said, she said, you said, he said. It's called tit for tat. So the judge would go, I'm not going through all this fucking shite. So he's now trying to say that this was about 4 weeks ago. They've got 6.5 hours, so they might have 10 hours of me now, say. How are they going to sit in the courtroom for 10 hours and listen to me talk about what he's done when they don't even fucking know him? Why are they going to sit there and listen to all this stuff for 10 hours in the courtroom? He said, it's talking shit. He said, the cops haven't got nothing on you. And even if they did, it'd be tit for tat. It would be kicked out. And they can't remand you for malicious communication. He's full of fucking shit. Absolute full of crap. Trying to scare you. I'm just come up and scare me. Even if they got him remanded, I wouldn't give a fuck. It would just make my case even bigger. And we know mouse, I'd be even fucking more. But it'd be in all the papers. I've got the papers in. The newspapers will be fucking exposed all over America and everywhere. Because they've said they're going to do it. All the newspapers. I've spoken to 4 different newspapers in the last couple of months for them. And we've spoken to Paladon. We've spoken to them people down, civil rights people from Leeds and Manchester way. So it's getting now where we're going to be going fucking taking the police to court. We're going to have them charged. We're going to have them exposed completely and charging them. I really think they're fucking clever. I told them, if you want a war, you can have a fucking war, because I never fucking lose. One thing I don't do is lose a fight. To be big old Bill corrupt fuckers, yeah. Well, people like us who are just normal people, who are just council estate people, and obviously a lot of us aren't as clever, or fucking we are on this channel. We're not fucking thick. We're all really intelligent, highly intelligent. So we can see the corruption, because if I went out and punched him in the face tonight, and the police are phoning them to come to arrest me, fair dues, yeah, I deserve it. If I go out tomorrow and fucking knock somebody over drunk and kill them in a car crash, obviously you just went, yeah, it was me. You've got no choice. You've got to put your hand up. You can't say it's not you when you're fucking there, bang the right. So if they come to me and said this, that, and the other, I said, did you say it? I said, yeah, I did say it. I said, if you come to my house with violence, I'll meet violence with violence. I said, if you come to my house with fucking fire, I'll meet fire with fire. I said, if you come to my house to try and rape my wife and my dogs or kill my brother, I will fight fucking to the death, even if I have to fucking kill you on the doorstep. That's what I said, if you come to my house. So you never come. That was 15 months ago. What the fuck are they going on about? David said, what are they actually investigating? Because you've already admitted to what you said. So what are they investigating? What are they investigating? Fake account British on TikTok. God, we got the reported to everyone. Don't forget to sub to the channel. We don't ask for any money or anything. Don't forget to push the like button. There's 38 tonight, which is amazing. 71 people still on. But Cleveland Police, I'll reiterate again, we're done in the 90s, where they were going into cells and saying to kids, well, not kids, people who were drug addicts, people who were down in the luck, people who were on heroin, and saying, right, Tommy Smith, we've got you down now for 2 thefts of 2 cars. If you admit to 8 burglaries, the 2 cars, and 4 criminal damages, we will give you so much heroin, we'll let you out the cells in the next hour after you're done with us, and we'll take everything in consideration. There'll be no charges, nothing. You won't have to go to court, and they will take that all day long. Someone on heroin, they'll sell the backside, sell the bodies for drugs. So you know they're going to fucking do that deal. So that's what they were doing. Confessions for crimes. Tim Devlin, Stockton South MP, said there was a cesspool of corruption, a complete cesspool, and Ray Mallon was the boss of them all, and he was corrupt as well. He cost £4.5 million with the taxpayers' money, right? For the investigation, I think there was 60 police officers investigated for the CID, Middlesbrough, Cleveland Police, 60, and I think there was something like 400 offences 400 different offences, and 400 different types of corruption, and 6,600 investigations were on them. 6,760, I think it was, corrupt cases, I think it was, they were looking at. Over 6,000, nearly 7,000 it was. And that was then, and they're still doing it now. They're still doing it, not turning up and telling counsellors. Your counsellor is what, can you help us? Yeah, of course, I can help you. I've been told by the police I can't help you. Everyone's got that on the phone talking. We've got the counsellor talking on the phone. She phoned the copper up who was supposed to have arrested him. He went, oh, well, what it was, he said, I've asked him to come in. Come in. Well, why was Brian arrested? And Brian got arrested just for saying what he said. They firebombed the house, petrol bombed the house, and also put the bricks out windows. Then he killed me the building bricks. He said, come and have a look. Didn't do fuck all. Didn't even come out. So why couldn't they come out for, if you come to my house and I'll come? They know how bad I am. Look at how bad I am now still. And you couldn't do fuck all. It was just me trying to fucking keep me away from my house, fighting for my fucking safety, my brother, my wife and my dogs. So I admitted to it. I should have been given a caution on the day. I should have been charged for it and said, right, we'll give you a caution. Don't say that again. But I said it in the heat of the moment. I'm not, no pun intended, but the house was on fire. My fucking house was on fire. The fire brigade said, do you know how serious this is to the cops? Do you see that there? See where that petrol bomb, that firebomb's gone? If that went on the left-hand side under that gas boiler would have blew up. It would have blew up next doors because it's only 4 feet away from next door. Then that would have blew up the two cars, Brian's car and the woman next door's car. The whole block could have went up. Have you ever seen the whole block up at one of these council estates? Sorry, these estates, because they're all wet together, the gas bottles and everything. Said that would have went up. Brian would have been killed, and anyone else in the house would have been killed. Anyone in the living room would have been killed. He said, "Do you know the fatalities of how many people could have been killed in a couple like that fuming because he's been told off in front of his own officers, and he's been told off for the fucking fire brigade." The fire brigade was marvellous. They were out quicker than the police. Well, how the fuck could the fire brigade get here quicker than the police with a big, massive fucking Dennis vehicle, thousands of gallons of water in it, with a full fire crew, and they're in a little fucking car, just over 150 mile an hour with their X5s, and get here secondary? No, because they wanted me to get killed, the cunts. That's what they want. They wanted me fucking, wanted the house satellite. They wanted me fucking murdered. That's what they want. That's what they want, the dirty cunts. I can't stand them because I've got that much information on the dirty low-life cunts. I've got loads, you know. I've got a video evidence of them. I've got books. I've got fucking diaries of people, how much they were paying them. Bent coppers every month, where they were meeting them, where one of them sold, so three of them, sold a £600,000 house of a drug dealers and never paid the wife while he was in jail. The man was in jail, died in jail, and kept the money, the coppers. They were all in it, bent coppers working with a bent fucking drug dealer. They were all in on it. I know every fucking name of a lot of them. I know that I'm remaking the videos. I want to make them perfect. Fucking hell, my house. Terrible. I'm up there tonight. I would have forgotten what's in my pocket. Yeah, that's my medication, that. Fucking 22 quid to buy that out of the fucking shop. I've got about 8 of these upstairs. Oh, she's getting... Does that my stuff come there, Emma? And just my stuff's just come, I think. That's why I was wondering what that noise was. I thought it was the police on the front to tell you the shot. Oh, no, here they are. Sounding like a cop, like a diesel vehicle. That's why I went quiet for a minute. I'll either come, I'll fucking CS them. You spray it on your lids. It's called Doctrex, some fucking thing. I can't even fucking see it. 10 mil, 22 quid for a bottle of that. It works for so long, about 20 minutes or so. It doesn't work for ages. I love all yous on here, by the way. You know, but I don't use guys on here. I'll tell you what, I'd have probably wiped these daft cunts out. I'd have been doing like 25 years in jail. If it wasn't for yous lot and them, I'd have wiped these scumbags out off the face of the earth. Completely wiped them out. Because I'm a Christian now and a different person, I've had about 200 people who want to wipe them out. Completely, just completely wipe them out. I'm gone. And I went, no. To every single person, even when I knew where they lived and everything, I still said no. Because I said, I've turned to God and I'm helping the Lord Jesus Christ and help people like you. So I thought, if I go back to what I was, I'd be fucking cheating God and I'd be cheating yous. Because if I'm not in here to help you, and you're not in here to help me, we'll all fucking fall to pieces. We know we will. And that's why we're together like glue in here. We've all been together that long, especially if like people like Freedom, Hangman Audits, and Timmy B, and every fucker that comes on. It's just great to have people on here what I call brothers and sisters, because you are my brothers and sisters. These come with fucking eyes now. You have my brothers and sisters on here. Robocop, yeah, he's a piece of shit. An absolute piece of shit. He was a fucking bullying bastard. I seen him in a garage one day. I went, oh, you looking like you daft cunt. He was in the garage buying a fucking Audi Quattro. Not Audi Quattro, no, the Audis that were out, the silver ones. They were only little. They were a bit fucking, they were like that colour. Like that colour, and the roofs were like that, bent like that. And I couldn't get in them, mate. They were too small. They were only about, in the back, they were only about fucking 4 foot, like 4'5". But they were like an Audi something they were called, I can't remember them now. And he was buying one of them at the Audi garage, and he looked over and went, oh, you fucking look like you muppet. I know stuff on him. I know the bent cars they got. I know the names of the addresses of the people who got the cars for them. I know the colours of the cars, the black one, the red one, the black, red and blue one. The wife drove one out. The drug dealer drove one out. And even know the man at the BMW garage where he bought them. And I know the name of the address of the copper. I know what he did as a crime prevention officer in the 80s. I know fucking loads about them, and he was the one who would tell them which places to rob. He would tell them which places to rob. Don't do that one, because I'm the crime prevention officer. He'd tell them which fucking places to go in and which ones to rob. When the safes would turn off and where the postmaster would live and giving the addresses away. Fucking scum they are. Absolute scum. Believe me, I've got fucking all sorts on them. Fucking tons. Tons on them. Trying to tell me half a dozen times, going, fuck off. Get away from me. Going, fuck off. Well, if you help us, we can help you. I don't need you to help. Yeah, but you could run everything. I said, well, you run everything now. I don't want you. Fucking stabby cunts. Put money in your pocket. Yeah, but for this price, like a couple of grand a week, we could do this. I said, fuck off. Get away from me now. Fuck off. You've just tried to get me done for an armed robbery and a murder. Not an armed robbery and a kidnapping. Couldn't get me, could you? You were fucking gutted. And the lad walked in from there. He was from abroad, from what's it in Africa called? They're coming in from Africa with drugs, and it was alleged that I took a kilo of coke off him and put a gun to his head near the Ladle pub, and took a kilo of cocaine off him. So in the documentary, you'll see McIntyre where they had to lay down on the floor, and they were in a Zuzi trooper, and it was a white one with the police on the side. And there was an airplane in them days. It was about 1992, I think, and there was no helicopters then. Yeah, in this area, we only had a what's it called? A reconnaissance plane used to go around and take pictures of people's houses. It was always over, not this house, but the house of the other end. The other end used to come fly over my house. You could see they were taking pictures of you in the garden and some people. That's why one of the reasons I keep hats on as well when I'm out. I always have a hat on. If the cops are watching, they can't see your face from up. I remember being with these other kids, naughty kids in Manchester, and I went to look up, and don't look up. He said the satellites are going over. So that's how clever these fuckers were. They were really top gangsters. Don't look up because you get seen by the satellites. Fucking knew everything. That's little cunts. I had all the bugs detectors. I found bugs in my car, bugs in my house. I found bugs on a motorbike. I had tracking devices and stuff. I found everything on them. Caught the cunts, banter rights. Fucking followed me all the way to Leeds. I thought I was dealing in Leeds with their big players there, which I did know people there, like Rudy and people who's dead now, and Clifton Bryden, biggest drug dealer in Leeds in the day, run the whole of Leeds, and these people, monstrous people, still more than people in Leeds, and find anyone in Leeds in 2 minutes. When you make one phone call up to one lad who was in jail with me for about 8 months, he runs the whole of Leeds, big black lad. Point posting, yeah. Oh, it was ruthless. They said that to the McIntyre. He said when he was about when he got out of jail in 1990, when he was 1991, when he started running everything. He said from 1991 till 1995 was the worst violence on the streets of Middlesbrough we've ever seen, and 90% of it was come from Cockerill, because he had to talk to the police to do the documentary thing. And I said, but to be quite honest, some others turned on and said, look, some really like him and some don't like him. He said when he was about, there was no heroin, but when he went to jail, the streets were full of heroin, so it was proven he did stop that. And he also stopped the firearms coming in from Manchester and Liverpool. We know for a fact he done that. I've got 27 machine. One line got caught with 27 machine guns. Me and Peter over at his house, and he got caught. We never grassed him up. He just got caught. But I said get them fucking sent back. So he sent them back to that area that he started dealing again. When I went to jail, he got caught. He got about 20. I think he got 27 years for the fucking guns from Eston way. Yeah, fucking another snitch he was. Because you know when you go to somebody's house and they've got like drugs all over, and like 10 grand here and 5 grand there, and the ecstasy, they're snitches. Any cunt's got drugs all over, drugs all over the house, or 20 kilo cannabis in the corner, things like that. You go to his house and that's what it'd be. You go to get a bit of coke or something like that, and be like, oh, wait a minute, if you get raided, I'll get a blame for this. So I used to hate going to somebody's house and they'd have drugs. I'd say, look, I'm not being funny. Can you take them drugs out this house now while I'm here? And you go and put them somewhere else. So when I leave, you don't think I've say you did get raided. You know, it's not me. I was always like, you know, paranoid like that, thinking. I used to see them and think, I would have now. I never carried out in my car. I'd have a lad carrying it like a bum bag on his back, taped on, and he would do it. He's like, lad, he ran for the county as fast as fuck. He wasn't as fast as Richie, but he did about 11.2 seconds over 100 metres. And we'd have him out the car and gone. So if we got pulled and they say, what was all that about? Oh, I said, that's because he's just said to me there, oh, I'm on the run from the police. There's a warrant out for me, arrest for fines. I've just given him a lift. I don't know who he is. They said they called him Tommy. Just over it. So I always used to go a certain way to do the gear. And I'd have a car where I'd have 3 cars. And 2 of the cars, we had cut out switches in them where you could just put your hand between your legs and switch the little tiny little, it was fucking tiny, the little switch. A tiny little switch. And you used to flick it. They would, anyway, on the floor, you could have just under your seat. So it was a tiny little metal switch. You'd switch the switch and it would stop the fuel tank from working. So the cops pulled over and the ones in front had the drugs. I'd fucking conk out and I'd go, I'd just put that switch off like that and go, and then the other car would be in front of me. He'd be there. So they couldn't get across the road, the coppers. So we conked out in the car. Anyway, we could move the car. I said, I can't. The cops get out of the way. I said, you get and see if you can start, officer. He's in there going ding, 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 ding. Didn't realise he had a cut out switch on until he comes. So I said, oh, it must be the fuel, might have conked out the petrol or something. So by the time the fucking come to do all the fucking stuff and that, all of a sudden I'd go, boom, what's that? Brilliant. And just drive off because they couldn't bill me for enough because they had it out in the car. But because they had it in the car in front and they'd already gone. So they were away. Too clever for them stupid cunts, thick cunts they are. John Usher, love you at the world. Well, John, I haven't seen you for a while, son. Stephen Ray, 2019 annual assignment by magistrates. Oh, what's he said there? Magistrates, inspectors rated Cleveland Police as overall headquarters in the rival areas. Conduct and crime prevention is not their priority. Yeah. Priority, how do I help? It's not their priority. Well, it is their priority, isn't it? The thing is they sign a declaration to protect the people and do the due diligence and job. So if somebody who saw, I need help and I'm in the house and my house is at fire, there's a man outside, he's trying to fucking rape my wife, they're supposed to come straight out to their house. It's called an emergency 999. And if they don't do that, it's really, really serious what they've done. And they haven't done that. But my wife was told, Emma, you're getting your head blown off like Lee King. Lee King was allowed to pass the nice hello, stabbed Lee Duffy years ago. So we knew it was that arsehole because he doesn't like hello as well, see. He's always taught you that lad, he's a good lad. So he said, you're getting Lee King now. Lee King got his head blew off with a shotgun and he had no head on. So when he was buried, the lid had to be put down. So he said, I'm going to give Emma Cockerill the same as what Lee King got in the 1990s. So that was on Gary Smasher, and we knew who it was. We knew it was that fucking arsewipe. And that's what he was using, that name, Gary Smasher, because he kept coming on and saying, I'm going to poison your dog. So no one in the world would know about my brother Skinny as well, because he knew his nickname. So I told him his name. I said, don't mention that. So my brother's known as Skinny Cockerill. So he come in and he said, oh, Skinny's still dead. I said, how's your dad? Because is your dad now dead? Is he bumming your brother? Like he used to bum you. Your dad used to bum your brother and you together and you used to sit watching it because you liked it, Brian. That's what he said to me when my dad was dying of cancer. He was saying, oh, your dad will be bumming your brother when he gets to hell with him. fucking vile. No, trying to get me to snap, so I'd fucking say, I'll smash your fucking in, you ginger bastard. I like snap like that. But I haven't. So David said, just keep doing what you're doing. The cops can't do fuck all because you've done nothing wrong. You're regurgitating word for word what he said on talk shows. You just pull that as evidence. Jimmy O'Neill show, all the other things I've done. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. Barry, share it. Hey, Barry, I love you, Barry. He's a great lad, Barry. He's really, really intelligent as well. He knows all the fucking shit. He's been there for some day one, Barry. He's a lovely lad. Old pub that was on Penrith Road and being knocked down. Now I remember Rudy from them this year. Do you remember Rudy? Yeah, he was a good lad, Rudy. I can't remember the pub, mate. I was in jail. I was in jail with these lads. I wasn't with Rudy. Rudy, he was out, and then I got out of jail. And I met him in the Kevin Kilty. There was about 20 black lads with him. Fucking dangerous people. He used to have the doors with a lad called John DePledge. He used to have the doors in Leeds. We went through because John DePledge Dorman had battered these black lads had battered these other people and they couldn't get any doorman. So John DePledge phoned John Black, who I was only a kid at the time, about 24. So we went through to Leeds. It was fucking massive. And we went to this nightclub. And it was massive. We had to search the bags and metal detectors and all that. We had to search them for knives and stuff and guns. Total different fucking mental there, Leeds. So anyway, later on in life, I got him a Rudy. He was a pal of mine, Rudy, really nice man. And we used to work together and do jobs together, really nice bloke. And he was driving. His dad had been killed. His dad had died of a heart attack. And Rudy was going to the wake. And as Rudy went to the wake, he went to see the wake. And it was like where they go to the chapel and the talk and all that stuff. So they came out and Rudy jumped in the car and he was coming home. So he was driving down the A19 home. But to this day, I still think the cops killed him. I think it was a MI5 and MI6. So he was coming down the road and all of a sudden he fell asleep in the car and he went off the road and died and crashed the car. None of us believed it. Not one of the gangsters I knew from Leeds. They all think it was the cops. And Clifton Bryan was another one. Clifton Bryan was the top gangster from that way. And he run Leeds. He was like really powerful. And he was a nice man. He came this way and he talked to a couple of my friends and went, who's Brian Cockerill? He said, I bet he's the main man. And so he was talking about being a pub. Anyway, Clifton Bryan ended up getting jail. Conspiracy. I don't know what was over the whole thing. When he was in jail, he got out. So he got out of jail. So just to piss the cops off, he went and bought a £150,000 Ferrari. And then he came up to visit someone the next day, and the cops are following him. He got next day, he bought a brand new fucking 928, 911 at where Porsche, about 80 grand Porsche, souped up the fuck. And he did that just to piss the coppers off. And the cops were from here, were after him. But yeah, Rudy used to come and see me. Rudy was a good lad. But he was killed, they said, as he fell asleep at the wheel. I don't believe it. Someone tried to set me up before in the gym. They tried to get they booked my car, and they tried. When I went in the office, I written on the thing. I went BUGS, and he went, "Are we still talking about them steroids?" And he was, because this lad said, "Oh yeah, he's Rudy, Brian. This is Brian Cockerill." I went when he went out the door. I went like that to him. Like, I knew straight away. As soon as he said, "This is Brian," he wouldn't say, "This is Brian Cockerill" to someone, because his police were recording us. I knew straight away. You just said, "Oh, here's Brian. Here's Brian you've been on about, and here's Rudy." You wouldn't say he's Brian Cockerill and he's Rudy, such and such, his second name. So I thought, I went after me, went, I know, like that. So anyway, I said, yeah, so if you take the test and then you take the Decker and you do this, and I was writing little bits down that fucking, my spellings were fucking terrible. And he was going like that. So anyway, found out the man who had the gym was working the place and he got caught with some gear and they wanted to take his kids off him. And some of these cops were involved. These ones you were talking about tonight, these were involved with it, the dirty cunts. So they said, if you set Brian Cockerill up for us and let us put a bug in his car, we'll get you your kids back and we'll get Rudy out your house, because Rudy was going out with this lass from Middlesbrough. So next minute, I've got to see Rudy later on. So this cunt who tried to set us up allegedly got kidnapped, and 4 black lads put guns to his head at the Ladle pub, threatened to kill him in the car park. You fucking snitch, going to try and set Brian Cockerill and fucking Rudy up. So he shit himself, this cunt. Anyway, fucking the cops, he said, the cops have made me do it, He said, that what they've done, he said. So I grabbed him, so he knew and I knew, so I grabbed him. And I said, what's going on? He said, some lads tried to kill me last night. And I knew obviously it was, so it wasn't fucking daft. So I said, you set me up, you. I said, what you've done is, you've got your house to be looked at by an agent, like because he split up with this girl he was with, and they were going to go in as estate agents, but they were coppers, undercover coppers, pretending to be estate agents, such and such estate agents, and he knew the cops. He was super intelligent, so he let them in, and he'd already had bugs in the house. And when he went in, he heard them talking, and they went in the back garden with his missus, and I could hear the cops in the house talking. He had the bugs in the house already, but he'd already his own bugs. So they were saying, put one in the light, put one in the bedroom, one in the kitchen. And then when they went in, he had the bug detector, found all the bugs what they put in, just fucking put them in a bag and threw them on the motorway. And like smashed them in the door, got smashed to bits on the motorway. So the cops looked like they saw they put a bug in my car. But when you get your car, you go into a gym. The first thing you do, you go up the stairs, you get your kit bag, you take it off. You take your bandages out, and then you say to the man, oh, there's my keys. So I'll give the man of the gym the keys. And okay, right, so your mate want to go on the sunbed, somebody else was with us, so he went on the sunbed. And I was with Big Brian Flaherty, you seen the big lad train with me. And goes in the gym. And then he went beep, beep to the cops, and then went to the cops. I've done it. The car's deactivated, my car. Cheeky cunt. Done it to my Saab convertible, Big Brian, the plate was on it. So I found out anyway, his ass completely went. So he told me the truth. He went, well, I did it because they said they're going to get the kids took off, and they said he said this is where I am. He said there's normal police, PC, then there's sergeant, and then there's the inspector and detective and chief inspector, and this one, and then there's MI5 and MI6. I'm regional crime squad, so I'm one of MI5. He said that's how powerful I am. I can get your kids back. So he done a deal with him to get the kids back. He never got his kids back, but he ended up seeing the kids seeing him again because Rudy died, you see. So that's when people are saying he's had this fucking done, this dodgy cunt, another dodgy cunt. So anyway, he told me the truth. He told me the names of the coppers. I know your cunts out there, don't I? Hey, I know your fucking names. So he told me the truth. He said, oh, they've made me do it. They scared me and they sat me into doing it. So he lost, well, I knew because when I was training, he was about 16 stone. He went down to about 11 stone. And I knew there was something wrong with him because every day he was like looking away and he wasn't looking me in the eyes and stuff. And I just grabbed him and I knew it was him. Yeah, that's him. Gary Smasher goes on Irish Bull. Yeah, that's him because he goes on there with him. That's his friend. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy B. He goes on there because that's who he is. So anyway, I got him to get something. I ended up taking 60 grand off him. Took £60,000 off the cunt. He didn't crash. He was regular ladder down TS, well respected. Yeah, he was. Yeah, nice lad. We very good friends of mine. We used to go out together and everything, pubs and that. He loved me. He said, "Yeah, I've been training. I'm never going to get as big as you." To laugh his head off because I was that big. He run the house on the settee and stuff. Yeah, he was a good lad. But the other one was. Yeah, he's supposed to fell asleep at the wheel and died on the fucking May 19, but bullshit. We think it was even his girlfriend, who I still know to this day, said the same. So he had to then, the mum had to go to the funeral with her son and her dad because his dad died a couple of weeks before, the week before. So she had two to bury in the same day. It's terrible.
Impersonation.
I don't know the Penrith Road. What's the new market? The new market. So you went about the new market. Penrith Road, new market. Are you on about Doggy? New market. The only one I can new market I can think of was Stampy's. Next title. Thank you very much, mate. Freedom, you okay? Expected MTS3. That's butter. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. Been on over 2 hours. Fucking chatted now. Still waiting to get arrested. They haven't got fuck all on me. I mean, you think about malicious communication. Why would they put 2 top-ranking CID now who are involved in the case for a malicious communication? You get PC doing it, like minuscule paperwork. My eyes are killing me. Only last 20 minutes or something. Talk about my eyes are fucking terrible. I should be alright. She's got the stuff now. She's just got it on the anti-dust mite. It's fucking brilliant. Put on the moon. Yeah, he's posed full of shit. He's another fucking weirdo. The other one, he's been on bail for fucking drugs. He's been out. He's got a tag on and everything. He's been caught 3 times with fucking coke. With heroin, and twice with cannabis. And 3 times he's been caught by the guard. Not once has he been sent back to jail. As soon as you get caught when you've got a tag on bail, like when you're released, you're on bail, say for like say 6 months. You get caught in that 6 months, you automatically got brought back by the police, by the prison service, or your fucking what's you call it, probation officer. They automatically bring you back. No one gets off with it. No one ever gets off with drugs when they're on bail. When they're on the bail, still conditions. Some bail, what's it called on? It's still like being on bail, isn't it? When you first get out, I think it's like say you get 3 years and you do half of it, and then you have to do the other half, where you have to be on conditions that go to these probation officers every week and stuff. But you're not allowed to knock around with drug dealers. You're not allowed to run around with criminals. You're not allowed to associate with certain people. I don't think you're allowed to gamble either. I'm right. I'm sure I'm right. When I got out on my home leave, I wasn't allowed to go to pubs or betting offices. That was one of the conditions, but I was all right because I went to Sunderland out the way. And there's no gamble anyway. But yeah, so he got caught 3 times, and 3 times he got off with it. 3 times you can't get off with it. It's impossible. You go straight back. Next time, peace out. Good night. See you all. Yes, thank you, mate. I'll do it all until 3. 57 thumbs up tonight, is it? Well, 57 people still on, fucking hell. 44 thumbs up. Comment like and freedom sub. Comment like. Yeah, so there's a snivelling little fucking snitch. Is going from town to town, harassing people. Harassing another town. Another town goes round town to town, snitching on people. So why would any top cop from the past work with somebody? We all know he's admitted he's on his own channel. I smoke crack and weed, and I'm going to punch you all over, Cockerill. I'm going to school you, bragging what you're going to do. Somebody in a wheelchair. Still no charges to him. Still nothing happened to him. But I come on and say, if you come to my house, never said I was going to kill him. I said, if he come to my fucking house, I would. If you try to hurt my brother or my dogs. So I've been on bail for that for all this fucking time. It's over 14 months. My mate fucking John Leach said he said I was up for 33 murders. I've never on bail that fucking long. This proves you're the real deal, Brian, because no one else gets what you get. They only do this to you because they fucking hate you. And they couldn't get you for the stuff in the past. Over 40 years they've been trying to do it, and they still haven't got me. Because they're not clever enough. Because half the things you blame me for are fucking not me. I get the blame for every fucking thing. If somebody sneezes on an airplane 10,000 feet above tea time, somebody gets a cold. Cockerill's done that. It's him, Cockerill. If I walk down the street in the early hours of the morning, I get arrested for walking down the street with what was it? Attempted. I would get a charge. What are you doing, Cockerill, on the road? But they're charging you for attempting to cross the road. That's what they charge me for, any fucking thing. They're charging you for attempting to cross the road for, okay, now. We'll see, he had respect, was no bully, he wasn't. Right, guys, I'm off. Definitely off now, tired. Tired to death. Well, the football match was great. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it. It's fucking brilliant, the Man U one. Unbelievable twists and turns. Back on again at one of the guys, but thank you very much for listening to me. Very much so get them videos knocked up for you. I can always get
caught with that.